Selamat datang di Sekolah Tinggi Ilmu Ekonomi Cendekia Bojonegoro, tempat di mana bakat bisnis dan semangat berwirausaha bersatu. Apakah kamu ingin menjadi lulusan yang sukses di dunia bisnis? Apakah kamu ingin memiliki keterampilan yang dibutuhkan untuk menghadapi tantangan ekonomi masa depan? Jika iya, maka Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro adalah pilihan tepat. Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro merupakan perguruan tinggi swasta yang didirikan oleh Yayasan Al-Khairiyah Padangan Bojonegoro pada tanggal 30 Mei 1997. Berlokasi strategis di tengah kota, tepatnya di Jalan Cendekia nomor 22 Ngampel, Kecamatan Kapas, Kabupaten Bojonegoro, membuat Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro mudah dijangkau. Di era bisnis modern saat ini, kita dituntut memiliki keahlian bisnis yang kuat dan semangat berwirausaha yang tak tergoyahkan. Oleh karena itu, Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro telah merancang program pendidikan yang inovatif dan holistik untuk memastikan bahwa setiap mahasiswa siap untuk tantangan dunia nyata. Bergabunglah bersama kami dan kamu akan belajar bersama dosen yang berpengalaman, tidak hanya memiliki latar belakang akademis yang kuat, tetapi juga berpengalaman dalam dunia bisnis dan usaha. Mereka akan membimbingmu melalui perjalanan pendidikan yang menarik, memberikanmu pengetahuan dan wawasan terbaru tentang strategi bisnis, keuangan, pemasaran, manajemen, dan masih banyak lagi. Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro memberikan kesempatan kepada mahasiswa untuk mengasah keterampilan berwirausaha melalui pusat inkubasi bisnis. Kamu akan mendapatkan akses ke fasilitas dan sumber daya yang mendukung pengembangan ide-ide bisnismu. Kami membangun lingkungan yang mendukung inovasi dan kreativitas sehingga kamu dapat mengembangkan potensimu dan menguji ide bisnismu sendiri. Terdapat 2 program studi di Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro yang menjadi jawaban tantangan industri masa kini. S1 Akuntansi dan S1 Manajemen dengan akreditasi jurusan B dari Bank PT. Untuk menunjang proses belajar mengajar, Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro dilengkapi dengan fasilitas yang lengkap, di antaranya ruang kelas yang nyaman sebagai penunjang bagi mahasiswa dalam mengikuti perkuliahan. Laboratorium komputer yang menunjang mahasiswa di era digital sebagai bagian dari perkembangan dunia bisnis yang modern. Perpustakaan sebagai tempat referensi bagi mahasiswa untuk mengakses segala informasi agar menjadi mahasiswa yang memiliki segudang ilmu. Serta lingkungan kampus yang nyaman sebagai interaksi sosial dengan sesama sivitas akademika. Untuk mewadahi mahasiswa dalam berorganisasi dan mengembangkan potensi diri, Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro memiliki berbagai organisasi, antara lain Badan Eksekutif Mahasiswa. Kamu juga bebas mengembangkan potensi soft skill dengan berbagai organisasi mahasiswa dan UKM seperti Himpunan Mahasiswa Jurusan Akuntansi, Himpunan Mahasiswa Jurusan Manajemen, UKM Gerakan Mahasiswa Pecinta Alam, UKM Lembaga Dakwah Mahasiswa Cendekia, UKM Resimen Mahasiswa atau Menwa, UKM Keolahragaan, UKM Kewirausahaan, UKM Gabungan Mahasiswa Ilmiah atau GIMEL, UKM Cendekia Media atau C-Media, UKM Musik Force Tiakia atau MUFORCE.
Saya memilih Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro karena di sini saya sangat disupport dalam dunia modeling dan saya didukung dalam mengikuti kompetisi tingkat regional maupun nasional dan saya mendapatkan beasiswa atas prestasi yang saya dapat.
Saya memilih Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro karena saya ingin meningkatkan kemampuan diri saya, terutama dalam bidang bisnis dan wirausaha. Banyak sekali ilmu yang bisa dipelajari di sini dengan didukung adanya UKM kewirausahaan dan juga sering diadakannya pelatihan seputar bisnis dan wirausaha sehingga wawasan saya menjadi lebih luas.
Saya Iwan Sufrodin Tofeto, mahasiswa asal NTT. Selama kuliah di ITB Cendekia, saya mendapatkan pengalaman belajar yang menyenangkan dengan metode pembelajaran interaktif dan memanfaatkan teknologi yang update.
Menjadi perguruan tinggi yang handal dalam menghasilkan lulusan yang profesional, berintegritas bagi kepentingan bangsa dan negara, banyak lulusan STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro yang telah berhasil mencetak kesuksesan dalam berbagai bidang bisnis. Dan kami bangga menjadi bagian dari perjalanan mereka. Jika kamu bermimpi menjadi pengusaha sukses, STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro adalah tempat yang tepat untuk memulai perjalananmu.
Saya bangga menjadi alumni dari STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro karena ketika saya belajar di STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro pada saat itu telah memberikan pengalaman tersendiri pada saya sehingga kami bisa bekerja sesuai dengan teori yang telah diberikan pada kami, sehingga di sini kami bekerja melalui teori dan praktek yang nyata pada saat ini. Dan STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro saat ini banyak memiliki fasilitas yang menunjang untuk proses belajar mengajar yang lebih baik. Oleh karena itu, saya tidak ragu dan saya yakin bahwa STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro akan semakin maju dan sukses. STIE Bojonegoro berani maju, semakin cerdas.
Perkenalkan, nama saya Amin Zen. Saya alumni STIE tahun angkatan 2015. Kesan saya selama di kuliah di STIE Cendekia, banyak ilmu yang saya dapatkan terkait masalah manajemen keuangan sangat berpengaruh pada bidang usaha saya saat ini, terutama di bidang jual beli. Kemudian manajemen waktu, manajemen promosi juga, manajemen karyawan dan lain-lain. Banyak sekali ilmu yang saya dapatkan yang dapat saya implementasikan di kehidupan saya pasca sarjana. Nah, banyak sekali, termasuk motivasi dari para dosen-dosen.
Saya Iin Rahayu, alumni STIE Cendekia tahun 2005. Saat ini bekerja di Rumah Sakit Aisyah Bojonegoro sebagai Wakil Direktur Administrasi dan Keuangan. Pengalaman saya di STIE Cendekia ini sangat luar biasa karena merupakan langkah awal perjalanan yang luar biasa. Selain mendapatkan ilmu, khususnya waktu itu saya di jurusan akuntansi yang saat ini sangat memberikan manfaat di pekerjaan saya, juga mendapatkan teman, mentor, dan pembimbing yang luar biasa. STIE Cendekia berani maju, semakin cerdas.
Nama saya Laili Rizka Rosida, alumni tahun 2016. Profesi saya saat ini yaitu salah satu karyawan BUMN di Bank BNI Bojonegoro. Selama kuliah, materi perkuliahan yang saya dapatkan sangat relevan seperti manajemen resiko, manajemen pemasaran, manajemen keuangan, dan masih banyak yang lainnya. Harapan kami, semoga STIE semakin terdepan dan unggul pada bidang ekonomi, khususnya manajemen dan akuntansi. STIE berani maju, semakin cerdas.
STIE Cendekia terus berkomitmen untuk menyediakan pendidikan tinggi yang berkualitas di bidang akuntansi dan manajemen. Kami selalu berupaya mencetak lulusan yang kompeten, berintegritas, dan siap bersaing di era global. Kami mengundang Anda untuk bergabung dengan keluarga besar STIE Cendekia. Mari bersama-sama membangun masa depan yang lebih baik. STIE berani maju, semakin cerdas.
Tunggu apa lagi? Bergabunglah dengan STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro sekarang juga dan wujudkan impian bisnismu. Untuk informasi lebih lanjut, kunjungi situs web kami di www.stiekia.ac.id atau hubungi kami melalui 085 89 000 7389. Bisa juga DM ke Instagram kami @stiekia. STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro, berani maju, semakin cerdas. Selamat datang di Sekolah Tinggi Ilmu Ekonomi Cendekia, Bojonegoro. Tempat di mana bakat bisnis dan semangat berwirausaha bersatu. Apakah kamu ingin menjadi lulusan yang sukses di dunia bisnis? Apakah kamu ingin memiliki keterampilan yang dibutuhkan untuk menghadapi tantangan ekonomi masa depan? Jika iya, maka Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro adalah pilihan tepat. Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro merupakan perguruan tinggi swasta yang didirikan oleh Yayasan Al-Khairiyah Padangan Bojonegoro pada tanggal 30 Mei 1997. Berlokasi strategis di tengah kota, tepatnya di Jalan Cendekia nomor 22 Ngampel, Kecamatan Kapas, Kabupaten Bojonegoro, membuat Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro mudah dijangkau. Di era bisnis modern saat ini, kita dituntut memiliki keahlian bisnis yang kuat dan semangat berwirausaha yang tak tergoyahkan. Oleh karena itu, Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro telah merancang program pendidikan yang inovatif dan holistik untuk memastikan bahwa setiap mahasiswa siap untuk tantangan dunia nyata. Bergabunglah bersama kami dan kamu akan belajar bersama dosen yang berpengalaman, tidak hanya memiliki latar belakang akademis yang kuat, tetapi juga berpengalaman dalam dunia bisnis dan usaha. Mereka akan membimbingmu melalui perjalanan pendidikan yang menarik, memberikanmu pengetahuan dan wawasan terbaru tentang strategi bisnis, keuangan, pemasaran, manajemen, dan masih banyak lagi. Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro memberikan kesempatan kepada mahasiswa untuk mengasah keterampilan berwirausaha melalui pusat inkubasi bisnis. Kamu akan mendapatkan akses ke fasilitas dan sumber daya yang mendukung pengembangan ide-ide bisnismu. Kami membangun lingkungan yang mendukung inovasi dan kreativitas sehingga kamu dapat mengembangkan potensimu dan menguji ide bisnismu sendiri. Terdapat 2 program studi di Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro yang menjadi jawaban tantangan industri masa kini. S1 Akuntansi dan S1 Manajemen dengan akreditasi jurusan B dari Bank PT. Untuk menunjang proses belajar mengajar, Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro dilengkapi dengan fasilitas yang lengkap, di antaranya ruang kelas yang nyaman sebagai penunjang bagi mahasiswa dalam mengikuti perkuliahan. Laboratorium komputer yang menunjang mahasiswa di era digital sebagai bagian dari perkembangan dunia bisnis yang modern. Perpustakaan sebagai tempat referensi bagi mahasiswa untuk mengakses segala informasi agar menjadi mahasiswa yang memiliki segudang ilmu. Serta lingkungan kampus yang nyaman sebagai interaksi sosial dengan sesama sivitas akademika. Untuk mewadahi mahasiswa dalam berorganisasi dan mengembangkan potensi diri, Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro memiliki berbagai organisasi, antara lain Badan Eksekutif Mahasiswa. Kamu juga bebas mengembangkan potensi soft skill dengan berbagai
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished keynote speaker, honorable guest speakers from University Utara Malaysia, respected chairperson of Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro, honorable moderator, lecturers, participants, and all attendees joining us through Zoom meeting. First of all, let us express our gratitude to Almighty God for His blessings and mercy, because today we are able to gather together virtually in good health and happiness in this International Seminar 2026. Welcome to the International Seminar organized by STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro. My name is Ilas Nalfajiri and it is my pleasure to be a Master of Ceremony for today's seminar. Today's seminar carries the theme, Impactful Universities Driving Sustainable Economic Development Through Innovation, Entrepreneurship, and Community Empowerment. We hope this seminar will provide meaningful knowledge, valuable discussion, and strengthen international collaboration among academics and participants. Before we begin the seminar, please allow me to inform several rules for all participants. First, kindly keep your microphone mute during the presentation session. Second, please use the chat box respectfully for the communication. Third, participants who would like to ask questions may use the raise hand feature or write their question in the chat box. Fourth, please stay until the end of the seminar because there will be an e-certificate and the prize session. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Sebelum seminar dimulai, izinkan saya membacakan beberapa peraturan untuk peserta. Dimohon mematikan mikrofon selama sesi materi, kemudian dimohon untuk menggunakan kolom komentar secara bijak untuk komunikasi. Ketiga, bagi peserta yang memiliki pertanyaan, bisa menggunakan fitur raise hand atau menuliskan pertanyaannya di kolom komentar. Yang terakhir, tetap berada di Zoom sampai akhir seminar karena akan ada sesi sertifikat dan sesi hadiah. The next agenda is singing the national anthem of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya, followed by the March of STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro. To all distinguished guests and participants, please place your right hand on your chest. Bagi seluruh tamu dan peserta, dimohon meletakkan tangan kanan di dada. Terima kasih.
Untuk berjihad membangun bangsa muda, bangsa yang maha
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to welcome speech. Chairperson of State Cendekia Bojonegoro. The welcoming speech will be delivered by Ibu Dr. Nurul Mazidah, SA MSA AK. To the Honorable Chairperson, the time and virtual floor are yours.
Tangannya gini nggak kata ya mas? Udah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, selamat pagi dan salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Honorable keynote speaker, Profesor Dr. Selamah Makmur and Dr. Zaki Ahmad, thank you for kindly taking the time to join and contribute to this international seminar. Honorable, a lecturer of State Cendekia Bojonegoro, a special warm welcome to all participants joining us from Indonesia, Malaysia, and Egypt. Selamat datang dan terima kasih atas kehadiran para akademisi, dosen, mahasiswa, dan seluruh peserta dalam forum akademik internasional ini. First of all, let us praise Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for His blessing and mercy, which have allowed us to gather today and this international seminar in good health, happiness, and enthusiasm. Today's universities are expected not only to educate students, but also to create innovation, empower communities, and contribute directly to sustainable economic development. Innovation is not only about technology, but about how knowledge can create real impact for humanity. Kewirausahaan bukan sekedar tentang keuntungan, tetapi tentang menciptakan peluang, memberdayakan masyarakat, dan membangun ketahanan ekonomi yang berkelanjutan. Melalui seminar ini, kami berharap akan lahir ide-ide baru, meaningful collaboration, impactful research, and strong international partnership. We sincerely hope that this meaningful engagement will lead to future academic cooperation and the establishment of an MOU between State Cendekia Bojonegoro and UUM. Sebuah kehormatan bagi kami apabila di masa mendatang Prof. Dr. Selamah Makmur and Dr. Zaki berkenan mengunjungi Bojonegoro untuk mempererat kolaborasi akademik dan membangun kerjasama internasional yang bermanfaat bagi State Cendekia dan Universitas Utara Malaysia. Saya juga menyampaikan apresiasi dan terima kasih yang sebesar-besarnya kepada para keynote speaker, panitia, dan seluruh peserta yang telah mendukung terselenggaranya kegiatan ini. Hope this seminar become a place for inspiration, collaboration, and transformation for a better future. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Ibu Dr. Nurul Mazidah, SAMSA for the inspiring welcoming remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now continue to the main seminar sessions with our international guest speakers from University Utara Malaysia. To guide the next sessions, including the speakers' introductions, presentation, and discussion panels, we would like to invite our moderator to take over the seminar. Please welcome our honorable moderator, Ibu Hafizah Nasul Amrina, SPD, MPD. The time and virtual floor are yours.
Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Can you hear my voice clearly? Selamat pagi semuanya. Apakah suara saya bisa didengar? Mbak Ila, suara saya sudah bisa didengar? Sudah bisa dengan jelas didengar?
Bisa Ibu.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I would like to say thank you to Miss Ila Hasnal for the kind introduction. Honorable the Head of State Cendekia Bojonegoro, honorable guest speakers from University Utara Malaysia, all lecturers, and all participants joining us virtually. My name is Nina, and I am honored to be the moderator for today's international seminar. It is a great pleasure for me to guide the seminar. Today, we are very fortunate to have distinguished international speakers who will share their valuable knowledge, experiences, and perspective with us. We hope this seminar will enrich our understanding and inspire us in the fields of innovation, entrepreneurship, and sustainable economic development. Ladies and gentlemen, now allow me to introduce our first speaker. Our first speaker is Professor Dr. Selama Makmur from University Utara Malaysia. Okay, so before we start, I would like to read a brief profile of Professor Dr. Selama Makmur. Professor Dr. Selama Makmur is an academic leader and professor at the Islamic Business School, University Utara Malaysia, where she currently serves as Assistant Vice Chancellor of the College of Business and Dean of Islamic Business School, UUM. She holds a PhD in Economics from University Kebangsaan Malaysia. In May 2023, Professor Dr. Selama was appointed as a Deputy Director, International Accreditation at the Center of International Affairs and Cooperation. Previously, she served as a Director of the Institute of Zakat Research and Innovation. Her research focuses on applied Islamic economics, Islamic microfinance, and Islamic management. Since joining UUM in 2000, she has contributed extensively to teaching, research, and academic leadership. She has held several key roles, including a head of department, deputy dean, and director of the Institute of Sharia Governance and Islamic Finance. She also managed the AACSB unit, reflecting her commitment to academic excellence and accreditation standard. Professor Dr. Selama has led and participated in numerous research projects and related to Islamic economic development, microfinance, cooperative transformation, wakaf utilization, micro-takaful, and Islamic inheritance. She also teaches as a range of economic courses, including Islamic economic, Islamic management, management economics, and research methodology. Through her leadership, scholarship, and dedication, Professor Dr. Selama Makmur continues to contribute significantly to the advancement of Islamic economics and education at University Utara Malaysia. Okay, good morning, Prof. Selama. I would like to kindly confirm your presence in the Zoom meeting for our international seminar. Could you please let us know if you have already joined the meeting or if you are any experiencing and difficulty accessing the Zoom room? Assalamualaikum. Oke. Assalamualaikum Profesor. Akhirnya bisa bertemu di Zoom meeting. Yes. Okay. Okay. We are truly honored to have you with us today. Without further ado, I would like to invite Professor Dr. Selama Makmur to deliver the presentation. The time and virtual floor are yours. Yeah, that's right.
Wabarakatuh. Very
Waalaikumsalam. Yes, very clear. Ilmu ekonomi. Yes.
Okay, that is why everyone lebih baik daripada yang sebelum-sebelumnya, okay, untuk melaksanakan kebaikan dan juga beramal. Jadi
Amin.
rewards, okay, Alhamdulillah. So this is special about Islam, okay. Inilah yang specialnya dalam Islam, di mana belum lagi kita melaksanakan kebaikan, telah ada niat, okay? Walau sekadar niat, Allah telah pun mengira, telah memberikan pahalanya kepada kita semua, insya-Allah. Alhamdulillah. Alright, so I have given the title Impactful Universities Driving Sustainable Economic Development Through Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Community Empowerment. Okay, and this topic is actually very near to my area. As a lecturer, as an academician, my research is also relate with all this area, okay, entrepreneurship, community, especially community empowerment is really direct ataupun dekatlah dengan hati saya. While when we talking about impactful university, lagilah dekat dengan saya juga, okay, because of as been mentioned by the Miss Nina just now about my background. Itulah pengalaman yang saya ada. Now I'm serving UUM for 26 years dah. 26 tahun saya bersama-sama dengan UUM. Jatuh bangunnya dan juga perkembangan UUM itu sendiri, okay, sehingga sekarang, Alhamdulillah. So this is more about sharing pengalaman UUM, okay, experience of UUM dan juga focusing on Islamic Business School because of I'm the Dean of the Islamic Business School, and I also just appointed as the Assistant Vice Chancellor for College of Business. Jadi sedikit pengalaman itu insya-Allah saya akan share with all of you. Bear with me, okay? I will be maybe like apa nak panggil tu, not up to 1 hour lah, insyaAllah. My dear Miss Nina, please let me know if I cross the time, okay? Takut nanti saya terlajak orang katakan. Okay, so please remind me, okay? Let's say, let me know that there are 5 minutes left. Jadi I will stop ataupun cari ruang lah untuk stopkan saya punya slide. Okay, so can we start? Boleh kita mulakan? Are you ready? I have a lot of slides. Silap saya around 40 slide kot mungkin. Tapi saya akan cuba selesaikan in 1 hour. Boleh nak? Alright, okay. So, can we move to the next slide? You can hear some voice. Is it talking to me? Or my voice is not that clear or what? Okay. Wah, jadi lain pula saya punya slide ni. Kenapa kontennya duduk sekali di nombor 1 tu? Alright, these are the 7. Yeah, when I submit, I don't know, I submit it like in PowerPoint mode. Okay, so maybe when you receive it, maybe it's changed to PDF or
sometimes different computer also.
Different version.
Yeah. It's okay, Prof.
Different version of PowerPoint. Ini baru slide kedua ni, tak tahu slide ketiga jadi apa nanti.
No. It's okay.
Allahu Akbar. Okay, alright. So, this is the content. So, I have 7 things to be delivered today, okay? Including the rules of university, the new higher education focus, what should be the focus of the higher education, okay? Sebab ni sekolah tinggi, ilmu, ekonomi pun kira higher education, okay? Jadi we want to see what is the higher education focus should be nowadays, okay? And then what is an impactful university? Apa maksud sebenar impactful university tu? Tak cukup impact kita, ataupun kita ni dah terlebih impact, okay? So this is the things that we are going to discuss also, and then for sure sharing the experience of IBSU UM and COB, what we have done, if that can be inspired teams of STIE students at STIE, okay? So that is the experience sharing. And then university as catalyst for sustainable economic development. And we do also, dia kena admit, we have to admit, we want to do A, B, C, D, okay? We are very ambitious, but there are challenges. Whatever, even though we do nothing, also challenges, okay? So better we just move on. Then I'm sure everyone want to move on, okay? Want to get better and better, as I mentioned earlier. So, sure there are challenges that we are facing. So, dia macam we need to admit, dia macam kena berdamai dengan takdir. There are challenges, but di setiap satu ujian ada jalannya. Okay? Di setiap satu masalah yang Allah berikan kepada kita, ujian yang Allah berikan kepada kita, ada hikmah di sebaliknya. So everyone can or have to go through. Kita hidup ini harus diteruskan. Okay? So I will explain also about the challenges faced by university, and maybe some of the during the session juga I can share some tips ataupun some our experience in facing the challenges. Okay, bukan kata ada challenges kita tak boleh nak face, ataupun that this is the challenges, hadaplah sendiri-sendiri. Tidak, okay? I can share some strategies that we have used. Ada yang berjaya, ada juga yang tidak. We have to admit, okay? So, and last one will be the future of the university of the future. So, bagaimanakah rupa bentuk ataupun apakah harapan kita sebagai sebuah universiti yang impactful, insya-Allah. Right? Okay, next.
Next.
Next slide.
Okay.
Okay, this is the changing role of university. Okay, so transition from traditional teaching university to be a research university and entrepreneurial and impactful university. Walaupun as a start tu kita nak build ataupun we establish our university, asalnya untuk teaching, memang betul. Okay, we want to share. But when we are at the sekolah tinggi ataupun IPT, institusi pengajian tinggi, ada wording tinggi tu nak, higher education. Okay, so that where we have to have a different style of teaching ataupun different style of delivery, because the first thing is the students that we have is different. Dia bukan sekolah rendah, bukan sekolah menengah. It's not primary school or students at secondary school. They are higher education. Yeah, higher level means that they are diploma, maybe they are bachelor students. Okay, so they are thinking. They are adult, okay, and they are educated. If not, they cannot enter to sekolah tinggi. They cannot enter higher education, okay. So the way we present or the way we deliver the teaching and learning process will be different, okay, especially nowadays. Sekarang ni zaman IT, zaman yang sangat mencabar. Saya lupa nama wording tu, okay. Sangat mencabar, okay, very challenging. So we need to change also. Dia tak nak memang kena berubah, okay. And you have done it. Okay. Kita semua telah pun secara tanpa disedari, okay, tanpa disedari, we are maneuver in the situation, semua orang. Contoh yang paling luas sekali ataupun contoh orang kata contoh hidup, okay, is this session. Nampak tak? You are inviting someone, okay, scholars outside from STIE, outside from Indonesia, in webinar, international seminar. No need for them to come. Saya tak perlu hadir di hadapan tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Saya tidak perlu hadir di hadapan kalian, tetapi saya ada bersama-sama dengan kalian to share the experience, to share the knowledge. Itu adalah kekinian. Okay, the latest current situation of the teaching and delivery, teaching and learning delivery. This is good enough. Okay, dah bagus tu. It's not saying that kita ni macam tak buat apa-apa je perubahan ni, kita ni macam tak berubah, kita ni traditional lagi. No. You have done a good job. Okay, STIE have done a good job. You dah mula melaksanakan itu. Okay, dah you have done it. Dan traditional way of teaching and learning jangan tinggal. Itu mesti ada. We have to admit and we have to do that. Tak boleh kata berubah 100% menjadi style yang tak. Sebab okay, dalam teaching and learning, especially yang Islamic punya content, okay, pembacaan kitab, banyak yang perlu face to face. Artinya yang banyak juga yang perlu berbentuk talaki, okay. So yang itu we have no choice. Kena ada face to face. Kalau tak, orang kata apa, memang zaman tu berguru kena mengadap tok guru. We have to face to face with our tok guru or our lecturer, our teacher. Okay, so we didn't say that nowadays current situation we have to change and change 100%. Tidak. Okay, so traditional we still maintain, but we need to integrate whatever current situation development right now, okay, especially in terms of the IT. And the most important thing yang I want to stress out now is about the teaching at the university level. Okay, when we go to the university level, atau we are talking about the teaching at the university level, we have to have the research element. Okay, so yang ini kena slowly, sebab when we are teaching at the university level ataupun higher education level, people are looking, ini adult ni, they want to see the real situation. Dia nak isu-isu yang current, okay? So we need to settle the current issues. Sebab itu we need research. Research adalah the way for the academician, okay, to do the real problems, to solve the real problems, that we are facing. Itu maksud saya. And sekarang ini, don't worry, research not necessarily have to be related with the dasar or whatsoever. Sometimes people, when they are thinking about, kalau research ni susah ni nak thinking pasal dasar-dasar negara dan sebagainya. Actually, the research can be done based on whatever information that we receive during the teaching and learning. Yes, correct. Okay. So kadang-kadang kita do the study actually together with our student. Don't underestimate our student. Our student now are very informative and brilliant. Okay. So lecturer semua, rakan-rakan semua dan juga anak-anak students, you can discuss together with your lecturer. You can discuss with your lecturer lah, teachers and whatnot. Okay, maksudnya dengan tok guru kamu, talking about the current issues that we need to involve in to resolve the problem. Let's say very simple, benda yang paling mudah. Contohnya, when you see that a lot of people, they do not understand Islamic finance. Katalah begitu. Okay, contohnya paling mudah tentang zakat. Ramai orang not aware to pay zakat ataupun do not aware about the Islamic banking product. They are not aware. So how university can involve in this kind of research? Bukan nampak yang besar-besar, yang policy in the bank negara Indonesia, bukan yang itu. Okay, kita yang surrounding kita punya problem pun kita tak sempat, macam tak mampu nak elaborate ataupun nak do the research. Jangan fikir yang jauh-jauh, tak perlu yang jauh-jauh. Okay, jadi so this is the things that we have to plan, ataupun kalau di UUM we do have grant research for teaching and learning. Sekadar teaching and learning pun ada grant research. Why? Because of we have to do research to make sure that, contoh we want to expand or we want to upgrade the curriculum for that courses. Contohnya Islamic economics course. Okay, kita rasa macam we need to do like implementation, contohlah katakan, okay, we have to go to Bank Negara Indonesia, maybe we have to go to the statistic department in Indonesia, maybe, ataupun we want to do something that yang our student can go and do the internship or whatsoever. Contoh lah kata, okay. Jadi this kind of thing we have to do some research to propose to our top management university. Contohnya, okay. Itu nampak tak? That problem actually is based on our observation during teaching and learning. Sebab itu saya kata those yang lecturer, department, the dean, head of department, please allow your lecturers, okay, and those lecturers also please allow your students or your subordinates or your who are in your control, okay, to have an interactive discussion. So from there, we can know what are the problems that the community facing ataupun the students itu sendiri facing or our stakeholders facing. Apa yang diorang hadapi, masalah apa yang diorang hadapi, and by using our expertise, okay, menggunakan expertise kita, how we can resolve the problem. Banyak sedikit pun jadilah, okay. At least we can bring this issue to the top management. At least we can bring this issue to the parliament, okay, dasar dan sebagainya. Tapi we do have the how to say this? We do have the opportunity because of we are lecturer, okay. Lecturer ni when they do research, they can come up with the resolution, okay. So that resolution, they do the research first for sure, okay. You need to do the research first, and then you do the resolution. So you that resolution, all the things that you have done, where it will be go, kemana dia akan pergi. We have to write, right? We have to write in the paper. Itu yang come up with Scopus lah, article, journal, index, WOS or whatsoever, okay. So Sinta, kalau di Indonesia Sinta index or whatsoever. So this is the way where we can propose our idea. Walaupun maybe this research will not going to be our finding, the research that we have done today, not necessarily have to be used by today, by this year. Sometime after 10 years, sometime after 5 years, baru orang ambil. Okay? Tapi at least we have done our job. Dan itulah dia sebenarnya yang sekolah tinggi, higher education, university have to transform. Baru slide yang pertama dan baru point yang pertama. Tapi that is the things. Dan kemudian yang entrepreneur dan juga impactful university, when nowadays kita kena create job to our bukan create job to our student. The students, the graduates, graduan. Kalau di Indonesia dipanggil apa tapi graduan lah, okay. Your graduates kena jadi entrepreneur. You have to be orang yang boleh membuka perusahaan kalau di Indonesia, okay. You have to be entrepreneur. When you be the entrepreneur, ya sure lah kita punya kita punya usaha sendiri, kita punya produk sendiri, dan kemudian kita pula yang boleh hire orang lain. We can hire other people. So the economy akan multiplier, alright? So di situlah. Dan untuk other people to do that bukan mudah, okay? Maksud saya tu yang tak masuk ke sekolah tinggi, tak masuk ke university, they are facing difficulties to do that. But you have the training, masuk university, you have been trained for 3 years, okay, 3 or 4 years, and then you go to the internship or practicum. Okay, and actually during the session tu, a lot of activities, a lot of knowledge, information, what else? Persatuan, association that you join actually build up your entrepreneurship. Okay. So di situ sekarang ini kita kena as a student, ini tadi lebih kepada lecturer dan juga kepada management university ya, entrepreneurial ni student kena bersedia. This is the nowadays challenges. Okay, dunia zaman sekarang. Okay, dunia zaman sekarang kita keluar, we cannot just hope to have to get to work with other agencies, to work with government, to work with apa-apa ni lah, okay, syarikat, company dan sebagainya. Kita yang kena buka syarikat. And sekarang ini pun tanpa bangunan, tanpa places, okay, without all these things, without the places or whatsoever, with the laptop, with our own laptop, even with our handphone, we can have a company. Believe me, in this dia zaman sekarang, okay. So there is no reason actually for us to macam I don't have I don't have money to buy a building, to rent a building, a space for me to do business or whatsoever. Sekarang ni tak ada building, apa nak panggil places, what else, tak ada infrastruktur lain pun kita boleh berniaga. Okay, ini dunia zaman sekarang. Jadi anak-anak, para pelajar, all the students, be prepared. This is our new life. Okay, Gen Y, Gen Z, and also after this Gen Alpha, we have to prepare ourselves. So do for the university, institution, we need to prepare. Ini adalah tanggungjawab kita, amanah kita. University now have to prepare our student to be to venture into, preparekan mereka untuk menjadi seorang entrepreneur. Okay, preparekan mereka menjadi seorang usahawan. Okay, so insyaAllah kita akan kita di jalan yang betul lah, sebab kita prepare generasi kita yang akan datang. Diorang punya dia challenges in front sangat-sangat, in future sangat-sangatlah besar. Dan I do have my children, empat orang semua lelaki, dan they are Gen Z dan juga Gen Alpha. Okay, they are Gen Z and also Gen Alpha. So I know how challenges are they. So samalah tu with all of you students in STIE sekarang ini. I'm sure dia orang sangat mengharapkan, okay, top management university, dia orang sangat mengharapkan university guide mereka to face dunia luar. Okay, dia orang akan keluar nanti. So kita pun I'm sure semua kita, okay, all the lecturers, all the all the lecturers, all the university management would like to see our students successful. Means that after they graduate, or maybe before they graduate also, they can be successful entrepreneur. Okay, this is the new life ataupun the new scenario that we are facing, dan kita kena jujur juga bertanggungjawab. Kita kena bertanggungjawab menyediakan, prepare our students to be future ready. Okay, kita kena sediakan program yang future ready for our students to face the real world after this. Beratkan tanggungjawab kita, tapi insya-Allah kalau kita sentiasa berdoa, kita betulkan our niat, our intention, insya-Allah Allah akan bagi idea tu kepada kita, dan kita pula ikhlas dalam membimbing our students, okay, guide our student, dan insya-Allah student kita pun akan sama-sama bangkit, sama-sama berjuang untuk masa depan mereka. They will do that. Jangan risau. Okay, jangan rasa macam if we deliver like this, ask them to do this and that or whatsoever. Our student do that. Yes, don't underestimate our student. They are very smart. They are prepare their staff to face the challenges, the new era. They do know, but they just need guidance from us, and they need support from us. Okay, these two things. So us means we as a management of the university, we as a lecturer, murabi at the university, at the higher education, education institution, okay, sekolah-sekolah tinggi, kita kena bagi yang betul, yang benar kepada student kita, okay? Jangan janjikan, oh tak ada, dunia sekarang ini sama je macam zaman dulu, okay? Keluar boleh dapat kerja, no more, okay? Jangan janji bulan dan bintang kepada mereka, tapi kita pertama sedarkan, aware, give that the real awareness for them. This is the new era of the our future, okay? Dah sangat berbeza. Dan kita sendiri, okay, all the lecturers, all the management, university management, okay, kena berubah bersama-sama untuk memastikan our student will face real world ini dengan baik. Itu tanggungjawab kita, itu amanah kepada kita. Alright? So ni sekarang dah ada dengan Sustainable Development Goals, okay, ada 18 tu, kemudian ada ESG and Social Impact Expectation, ada Industry Driven Innovation Ecosystem. Itu yang saya kata, when we want to do the curriculum, make sure also invite industry people, okay. I don't know STIE have what are the courses, what are the programs that we offer to our students, okay. Kalaupun kita ada syariah ekonomi contohnya, pastikan ada industri yang also involved with the curriculum development. Kalau kita dah buat dah curriculum tersebut, dah ada dah program tersebut, we do have to do the curriculum review, right? So involve all the industry people together with us, because orang industri ini will take our student as their employee, okay? So kita yang kena invite them together with our in the curriculum development, in curriculum review, to make sure that we deliver the right product and services to our students. Okay, so nanti kita akan tengok macam mana kita boleh involvekan industri, not necessarily just in the program, okay, just in the curriculum review or whatsoever. In fact, actually, nowadays you can invite the industry people together in our teaching and learning process. Boleh dah. Okay, we do that in UUM. Kami ada CEO in class program, okay, industry program, and we also allow most activities where student can go to the company to have a session. It's not waiting until the internship. No need to wait until internship. Even though sometime in semester 2, semester 3, we bring our student to the industry already. Okay, so we want them to feel the experience. Kalau they are been invited as the invited as the let's say they are going to be the CEO. How are they going to manage this kind of company? Okay, so we bring them go and see the real world. Okay, so this process pun university kena alert, and kena we have to transform. Okay, we have no choice. Kita berada di dunia zaman sekarang, we need to integrate the new way of teaching and learning delivery. Sebab walaupun kita higher education sekalipun, okay, walaupun kita university, kita punya main task adalah teaching and learning. Okay, teaching and learning. Maksudnya memang kena, so tapi what is the best way. Okay, kita kena cari cara ataupun jalan strategis to ensure that we deliver right service right service or right product lah. Okay, the academic program is our product. Okay, kita nak deliver yang right, sesuai, current, dan yang paling penting juga yang tidak kurang penting adalah berkualiti. Okay, program kita mesti berkualiti. Kalau paling bagus dapatlah sampai ke level quality global tu, been accredited by international bodies or whatsoever. Okay, but I'm sure kita ke arah itu, semua orang ke arah itu. Tapi paling tidak kita mesti dapat akreditasi peringkat nasional. Okay, di Indonesia pun ada. Kalau di Malaysia we do have M2A, so all the program have or must be accredited by MQA. Okay, Alhamdulillah UUM sekarang is not only MQA but also accredited by AACSP, International Accreditation ataupun Global Accreditation from US. Okay. So knowledge transfer and commercialization, community-centered education. The last one yang community tu relate with our title also. Tadi more to entrepreneurship dan sebagainya. Community centered education ini juga semakin menjadi permintaan. Okay, so curriculum kita dan student sama. Okay, our students also, we need to gather them with the community. Maksudnya university students, okay, university tu kita those who provide education provider, okay, and then students, our stakeholders, and also with community. There are a lot of activities that can be done. Kalau dulu-dulu we call it as a CSR whatsoever. So itu sebenarnya benda yang sama, tapi given the give new name as a macam branding lah, okay, branding. Tapi sebenarnya dia benda yang sama. Kita kena turun ke community bersama-sama dengan community. Community want to gain the manfaat, okay, manfaat from whatever that we receive ataupun knowledge, knowledge lah yang kita receive from the higher education. Mereka patut mendapat limpahannya. Okay, they should gain the manfaat from whatever that the development of the university. So university kena pastikan ada dalam curriculum kita, we impart all these element, okay, dan juga activity bersama dengan community. Kalau dalam Islamic Business School, we have 2 courses wajib to have service learning. Okay, so selalunya kursus ini tidak ada exam final, but the student have to do like project paper where they have to go to the community to serve the community. Okay, how can we serve community sedangkan kami ini pelajar? Dan kita bukannya sekadar pergi, kalau dulu-dulu previously most of our CSR project, it will be like bersihkan masjid. Yes, that is good, okay, but we should go beyond than that. If you are learning about Islamic economics, you have to go and let them know, transfer your knowledge. No need to wait until you be a lecturer, be a teacher, then you transfer the knowledge. You can transfer your knowledge now as a student. Okay, so you dah boleh dah. In fact, in UUM kami buat session literacy, Islamic financial literacy. Kami buat literasi keuangan bersama dengan masyarakat. We let them know what is zakat, what is wakaf, why we need to choose Islamic banking product. Okay, kita terangkan kepada mereka what is takaful. Don't expect that they know as what we know. Contoh paling mudah, apa itu apa nak panggil takaful pun mereka tak tahu. They think that insurance dengan takaful sama. What is the difference? Okay, so siapa yang tahu? Anak-anak yang tahu, para pelajar kita yang tahu, sebab we have transfer the knowledge to them. So ask them to go to the community and transfer the knowledge to them. Itu community yang kami dah buat, dan sebenarnya banyak lagi. Ada juga yang kami buat literasi keuangan dengan pelajar sekolah. Seawal sekolah rendah, sekolah menengah sudah kita perkenalkan tentang what is Islamic banking product, what is Islamic finance, what is Islamic economics, what is halal. Okay, even halal pun kita kena turun padang sama-sama untuk transfer the knowledge for the community. Mereka sangat dahagakan ilmu ini. Okay, so mereka sangat perlu tahu. Ini dunia sebenar. Okay, ini keadaan sekarang. Jadi, dan ia sebenarnya sangat menyeronokkan. Sangat menyeronokkan. Believe me. Sebab perkara ini adalah is a good thing. Okay, dan anak-anak kita, para pelajar kita, mereka juga sebenarnya sangat eager untuk share the knowledge with the community. Memang semua orang lahirnya they want to do good things. Okay, they don't have money, they don't have they have nothing to share, but they have knowledge. Okay, mereka ada sedikit ilmu itu yang telah diperolehi daripada para murabinya. They want to share that knowledge. Even at least knowledge ini dia boleh bantu, dia boleh memberikan cahaya, memberikan jalan tunjuk ajar kepada rakan-rakan ataupun masyarakat komuniti di luar sana. Itu sudah menjadi satu kebahagiaan kepada para pelajar kita. Tak perlu tunggu nak graduate, diorang dah boleh pun turun ke komuniti dan memberikan transfer di knowledge. Jadi ini adalah dunia baharu, okay, yang perlu kita sama-sama implement dalam kita punya curriculum dalam universiti kepada para pelajar kita. Dan this is the new thing, okay? The rule of university sekarang memang telah pun change, dan kita kena admit dan sama-sama kita buat. I believe STIE telah pun laksanakan, okay? I'm sure telah pun laksanakan. Do it better and better setiap tahun, setiap semester, do it better and better, dan kembangkan, okay? Kembangkan dan mantapkan lagi, okay, apa yang aktiviti yang you have done. Tapi semua orang kena berada di dalam same page. Semua masyarakat ataupun semua stakeholders kita berada dalam same page. Maksudnya in the know, this is aware dan juga bersedia. Okay, bersedia. Okay, next slide, sorry. Dan selepas slide akan laju. Jangan risau. This is the new higher education focus. Okay, next. Okay, so daripada structured education and formal learners, sekarang kita jadi unbundling of education and lifelong and also life-wide learners. Okay, sebab kita dah sekarang ini kalau di Malaysia, we do have Apple Q berdasarkan kepada kualiti dan juga Apple A berdasarkan kepada pengalaman kerja seseorang. Okay, let's say they have involved with Islamic finance for 25 years. They can directly from diploma go to master, or from degree direct go to PhD enrollment. Jadi tak perlu lagi kena very strict follow the rules. Okay, have to take the diploma, after diploma degree, after degree master, lepas master PhD. Banyak cara. Maksudnya mereka yang do not have opportunity to go to the higher education previously kerana kekangan keuangan, masalah apa dan sebagainya, so they have to macam go to work first. Okay, maksudnya habis belajar sekolah menengah terus kena masuk dunia pekerjaan. Mereka tidak sempat, okay, mereka tidak sempat masuk sekolah tinggi, mereka tidak sempat masuk university. So they they have like cara yang berbeza, okay? They can skip satu stage untuk pergi yang lebih tinggi. That is one way. Another ways is we do have offer a lot of part-time mode of class, ataupun satu lagi jarak jauh, ataupun dipanggil open distance learning, ODL. Itu pun ada. Ni dunia zaman sekarang. So university juga kena prepare tentang keadaan ini, okay? Kelas pun kita kena banyakkan secara offline, secara online, okay? Supaya mereka yang ingin belajar mempunyai ruang, they also can learn at the university level, ataupun mereka juga boleh jadi part of the university members, okay, students, walaupun mereka telah pun berusia, walaupun mereka ini telah lama meninggalkan dunia apa panggil dunia pendidikan, okay, tapi they have a lot of experience yang kita boleh leverage bila mereka menjadi kita punya student nanti. Alright, so ini antaranya lah. Okay, next fokus kita. Okay, industry ready, job seekers. Okay, sekarang ini kalau dulu, yes, betul. Okay, job seekers lah student kita ini ataupun graduan kita ini. Yang ni saya dah sentuh tadi. But now kita kena tukar mereka kepada not only job seekers, kalau boleh job creators. Yang ni saya dah sentuh dah tadi. Okay, saya tak nak ulang, tapi this is one of the university focus. Okay, next. Okay, value-based and output-driven talent, kita kena tukar atau transform kepada values internalized dan juga impact-driven talent. Okay, sebab itu aktiviti kita kena di universiti kena ada impactful activities. Nanti pelajar kita ini 3 years with us ataupun 4 years with us, dia dah set dalam mind mereka, okay, kalau nak buat program mesti yang impactful program. Nampak tak? Jadi kalau kita nak bagi assignment, mesti yang impactful assignment. Kalau kita nak bagi mereka pergi buat projek yang bersama community, mesti projek yang impactful project. Itu maksud saya. Supaya mereka tertanam dah, been trained for 3 years or 4 years in university, all the project must be impactful. Nampak? Okay, beza dengan ini. Sebab this is the new way of teaching and learning. Jadi kita kena bersedia. Alright? Next. Okay, process-driven decision making jadi entrepreneurial, empowered and also system thinking decision making. Allow our student to think ataupun to make the decision. Actually, based on the project, impactful assignment, we actually train them how to do or to make decision. Lecturer tolong jangan terlalu guide sangat sampai student tak ada ruang untuk memberikan idea. Let them think. Memang kita kena bersabar sikit ya para murabi semua. We need to be patient, okay? We know that if we direct them, okay, do A, B, C, D, E, sure they will do, okay, because they want to get the marks. But let them think, let them do. Don't think that if I ask them to do, I ask them to think, they will bit late, okay, macam lambat keluar idea dan sebagainya. Yes, at first memang akan jadi macam tu, okay. So bersabar sedikit, bagi mereka ruang, bagi mereka masa. Sebenarnya anak-anak kita, para pelajar kita zaman sekarang, they are smart. As I mentioned, mereka itu smart, mereka itu knowledgeable, mereka itu informative. Mereka itu banyak information sampai kadang tak tahu. Dan diorang sangat inovatif. Bagi mereka peluang. Okay, bila kita as a lecturer, when we think positively to our student. Itu sebenarnya doa. Itu sebenarnya doa. Okay? Bila kita think positively to our student, oh, my student is very smart, my student is informative, knowledgeable. Dia akan come out, itu doa kita, they will come up with brilliant idea yang kadang kita as a lecturer pun tak terfikir, wah bagusnya idea. Sungguh, believe me, okay? This I have, I'm teaching for 26 years, okay? Di university, dan I know my student, dan student zaman sekarang memang sangat-sangat smart, sangat bagus, mereka ada idea, dia cuma perlukan support sikit je daripada kita. What is our support? Okay, as a murabi, itulah dia, encourage them, ask them, what do you think? Kalau kita buat macam ni, macam mana? Ataupun you rasa apa yang sepatutnya kita buat? Kita hanya tanya. Okay? Kita yang kena banyak tanya dengan diorang. Barulah mereka akan berfikir. Diorang akan keluarkan amazing idea. Jangan risau. Okay? So, para murabi semua, kerja kita dah mudah bagi mereka yang fikir. Okay? Bagi mereka. Dan sebenarnya anak-anak zaman sekarang ini, they are very smart. Diorang memang nak lahirkan idea. Cuma tunggu je kita ni bagi ruang kepada mereka. Okay? So, ini zaman sekarang. Okay? Jangan risau. InsyaAllah anak-anak kita akan. Dan mereka ini, dia bukannya collaborate with the friends yang mingle around with them, yang at their own university. They have buddies in US, they have buddies in Turkey, dia ada kawan-kawan di luar sana. In fact, I'm sure STIE punya student, they also got friends in Malaysia. Pasti ada. Okay? And they read. They go through. Diorang ni sangat ada masa yang sangat banyak. Okay? Tengok TikTok lah, what else? Facebook lah. Facebook tu kita. Tapi all of our students right now, the Gen Y, Gen Z, diorang ada TikTok dan sebagainya. They have a lot of information. They are waiting to, sebab ini kita as a murabi, as a lecturer, as a teacher, we just guide them. Sometimes kita kena sebut, oh yang ni tak sesuai mungkin, okay, ini walaupun ni ramai orang buat tapi tak betul. Itu je kita, okay. To give the advice, the correct advice, yes, we are the one that yang guide mereka. Tapi jangan sekat idea mereka. Don't say everything cannot be done. Ni tak boleh, semua tak boleh. Memang ni lah. Okay. So, buka, bagi minda diorang terbuka, encourage them. This is, I get from the tips that I get from their psychology sikit. Don't ever say no or cannot to the people that we talk lah. Okay. Bila mereka kita minta bagi idea, don't ever say salah, incorrect, apalah yang no lah. Okay, yang no. Jangan sesekali sebut. Ini para murabi ya. Advice to all the teachers, lecturers, para murabi kita. Dan don't ever say salah. Walaupun betul, salah. Okay, walaupun it is incorrect. Walaupun it is cannot be done. Okay, we just let them know. Kalau tak, ni psikologi, bila mereka dengar perkataan salah, mereka dengar perkataan tak boleh, itu adalah semua negative words yang menghancurkan hati mereka. Okay, it will make them feel, lepas ni tak nak dah bagi idea, salah je idea saya. Okay, so don't ever say that. Okay, belajar untuk tidak menyebut. Ini para murabi or the lecturers, belajar untuk tidak menyebut perkara ini. Nanti insyaAllah you will get a lot of suggestion, you will get a lot of ideas from your, kisahlah you nak the idea tu daripada kawan-kawan ke, daripada students ke, dia akan sangat banyak. Okay, it will, sebab dia orang tahu, oh kalau cakap dengan Miss Nina ni, sure dia tak akan kata aku punya idea tak bagus. Dia tak akan pernah cakap idea saya ni tak betul. Dia mesti akan sokong. Okay? Walaupun sebenarnya at last nanti dia akan cakap, oh kalau macam tu we cannot do this is incorrect. Dia yang cakap tu. It's not we to state that. Hey, ni salah ni idea ni. This cannot be done, okay? Ataupun macam ni menyelesaikan masalah. Okay? Biar mereka yang admit. Kita hanya bagi guide kata, okay, kalau if we do this style of we solve by using this method, what will be going to happen? Kita bagi idea tu, and then dia yang akan fikir. Oh, kalau macam tu kita jangan buat. Ini akan adik yang cakap. Kita jangan buat. Bukannya kita yang cakap, mereka tidak boleh buat. Nampak? This is the difference. Okay? So, para murabi also have to have like different style of communicate, okay? To communicate with our students, our peers or whatsoever. Okay, ini hanya tips tambahan lah daripada saya based on my experience. Okay, next. Okay. Next slide. Okay, differentiated system. Sekarang kita kena harmonize dan juga collaborative ecosystem. Alright. In fact, if you want to develop program ataupun you want to do research, you want to do activities, you can collaborate. It's not only collaborate program under one faculty. You also can integrate with other faculty because of other faculty means that their area should be different than us. Okay, let's say kita adalah ekonomi, we integrate with those from finance, with those from IT. Sekarang ni sangat perlu AI, IT. Kita nak dapat kan kita juga yang nak pergi mengajar. Okay, we have to get someone expert to teach that program, contohnya fintech zaman sekarang ini, okay. Jadi we need someone that yang expert to teach that paper. Ataupun contoh kita nakkan ada syariah, okay, syariah, bahasa Arab, Arabic language contohnya. Kita kena ambil orang yang expert. Sama dengan kalau kita mengajar, walaupun kita tahu tapi kita tak sama kalau kita yang mengajar. Begitu juga in terms of research, tadi kurikulum dan sebagainya. Begitu juga bila kita kena involvekan industri, itu maksudnya kita dah ada collaborative ecosystem. Kita juga not necessarily have to be mingle around with our among Indonesia level. Ni sekarang ni what you have done, you dah invite orang luar, maksudnya luar daripada Indonesia, international level. So itu juga collaborative yang sangat bagus. Okay, memang kita kena ada supaya student kita dia rasa kita ni kena ada collaborative dan kita boleh collaborate is not necessarily dengan dalam universiti STIE sahaja, boleh collaborate dengan industri lagi, boleh collaborate dengan luar daripada higher education di Indonesia, seluruh Indonesia Raya. Okay. Kemudian kita boleh collaborate dengan luar daripada Indonesia juga. Nampak? So, this is what we need to alert our student dan juga bagi dia orang experience this. Bukan saja alert, dia orang tahu saja tak cukup. Okay? Kena, dia orang pun dapat that experience. Dapat that experience. So, I'm sure STIE have done it. Okay? So, teruskan dan tambah lagi. Mantapkan lagi this kind of collaborative. Okay? Collaborative in terms of anything. Kita punya teaching and learning session, research kita, and whatever the activities that we can do at university level dan sebagainya, ada collaborative tersebut. Okay? Kalau dapat semua student to be involved in that kind of thing, contohnya katalah kita nak pergi kepada mobility. Okay? Bukan semula student dapatkan peluang tersebut. At least some of the students tu bila dia pergi, they come back, they have to give the sharing session. Itu juga memadai untuk membantu student kita dapat experience through the stories yang kawan-kawan bawa. Alright?
Ini tak bisa.
Next.
Sudah. I'm sorry, Prof. 5 minutes remaining. I'm so sorry.
Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, baik. No problem. Okay, so we go to the technology. Dulu technology literacy, now kita ada STEAM enable competencies. Okay, dan STEAM ini dulu STEM, okay, ada A satu, iaitu arts. Okay, tak apa, nanti ada masa kita boleh ni next slide. Okay, centralized funding and resources dulu, sekarang sustainable funding and also resources. Yang ini universiti lah punya tugas Okay, next. Next, regional education hub, we have to transform to global education hub. Yang ni pun saya dah sebut tadi. Okay, next. Next slide, adopters of sustainability-led initiative kepada leaders of sustainability and plenary health. Ini pun sangat penting zaman sekarang. Okay, next. Okay, boleh lajukan sikit kepada yang ni, boleh bacalah kod kan. What is impactful university? Saya pun banyak dah sebut sebenarnya. Alright, okay. Terus kepada slide nombor 13 kot. Okay, ini experience UUM. Tak ada masalah sebab saya dah share juga tadi. Okay, next. Terus je. Dia memang banyak ni. Okay, saya pun tak sempat nak sebut. Saya nak tengok challenges saja. Okay, terus lagi. Memang banyak ni. Terus je. Okay, ni program-program kami di IBS. Kata panjang saya ni, 10:47 dah. Okay, next. Terus klik sahaja sampai kepada challenges kalau tak silap saya. Just sharing lah challenges. Ini program-program yang kami ada. Just next. Ini impact project. Okay, next. Saya pergi sampai ke kebun-kebun. Tak apa, next. Terus. Okay, this is the challenges faced by universities. Kita kena limited funding. Saya faham. Okay, universiti memang limited funding. Universiti sahaja, kerajaan kita pun, okay, samalah tu Malaysia, Indonesia, funding sangat ni, tapi saya nak share one thing, anak-anak semua, terutama graduan, paling risau sekali sebenarnya graduan, when we graduated, okay, we are looking for a job, okay, kita memerlukan, kita perlu mencari rezeki, okay, untuk membantu keluarga kita dan sebagainya. That is what we promise to our family. I just want to share with you that kekuatan doa, okay, bukan we getting the job, okay, pekerjaan tak kisahlah sama ada melalui perusahaan kita sendiri, perusahaan orang lain dan sebagainya, ataupun kita bekerja di perusahaan-perusahaan mana, kita nak dapat pekerjaan tersebut, berdoalah kepada Allah, okay. We are lucky as a Muslim, kita ada tempat untuk bergantung harap, kita ada tempat untuk bermohon. Kita dapat satu-satu pekerjaan, okay, kita dapat satu-satu perkara yang baik, kita dapat rezeki bukan kerana bagusnya kita. Okay, macam tadilah kita dah belajar, dapat 4th class, dapat 1st class dan sebagainya sebagai seorang graduat. Bukan itu, it's not because of we are good in English, it's not because of we are genius student, it's not because of we are best student or whatsoever. We get the rezeki, okay, just because of Allah. Hanya semata-mata kerana Allah. Jadi, saya tak kata that kerana itu kita tak perlu belajar bersungguh-sungguh. Bukan. I just want everyone, especially those Muslim, okay, letakkan di hati bahawa apa pun yang kita dapat dalam dunia ini adalah semata-mata kerana Allah. Jadi bukan minta dengan sesiapa untuk kita dapat satu-satu pekerjaan dan mendapat rezeki. Bukan itu yang first kepada orang lain, tetapi hanya semata-mata minta kepada Allah. Dan selepas kita minta dengan Allah, bila Allah tunjukkan jalan, okay, hari tu kita rasa macam nak mohon di tempat A. Hari tu we want to submit our proposal, our CV, resume to this company. Ataupun hari tu kita rasa nak pergi attend one workshop regarding the entrepreneurship, katalah kerajaan kita nak bagi nak panggil dana dan sebagainya untuk graduan, untuk buat entrepreneur, jadi entrepreneur dan sebagainya. Kita ikutlah yang itu. Okay, tapi permulaannya adalah berdoa, mintalah dengan Allah. Pastikan ini tersemat di hati anak-anak semua, para pelajar semua, kita semua, apa pun yang kita inginkan, apa pun yang kita harapkan, apa pun yang kita perlukan, hatta you want to ask from Allah, please, easiest everything. Okay, maksudnya permudahkan segala urusan kita. Okay, sebab kita kan sedang belajar sekarang ini, kita kan sedang nak mengajar menjadi murabi, kita ada banyak tugas, kita ada banyak perkara yang we need to do, and we know that, we admit that, but please ya Allah, make it easier for me. Okay, itulah saya nak mohon pada semua untuk sentiasalah berdoa, mohon kepada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. So I have to end my session with wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Salama Mahmud, for the insightful and inspiring presentation. Just for your information that training student to be the entrepreneur is also a STIA Cendekia main course. Yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue to the next presentation, we will open a short question and answer session for our first speakers. Participants who would like to ask question may use the raise hand feature or write their question in the chat box. Please mention your name and institution before asking for question. Jadi bagi Bapak Ibu yang akan bertanya, monggo bisa menggunakan raise hand feature, angkat tangannya, kemudian raise hand feature ya, bukan angkat tangan secara manual. Kemudian nanti bisa menyebutkan nama dan institusi, kemudian pertanyaannya kepada Profesor Dr. Salama Mahmud. Kami akan membuka 3 pertanyaan untuk sesi kali ini. Silahkan yang mau bertanya. Adakah yang sudah mengangkat tangan? If you have any question, just press the raise hand feature. Silahkan, bisa ada feature raise hand-nya, kemudian angkat tangan, akan kami pin, kemudian bisa menanyakan pertanyaannya kepada Profesor Dr. Salama. 3 penanya untuk sesi kali ini. Adakah yang sudah bertanya atau saya raise your hand? Tadi ada suaranya. Oh, Profesor, sorry. Oke. Rahma, oke. Mohon bantuannya untuk panitia. Rahma. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
What is important for universities to transform from knowledge
Can you
produce?
open your video atau bisa dibuka atau mungkin berhalangan?
Sorry, I can open my video.
Sorry, Profesor, Ibu Rahma cannot open the video. Okay.
It's okay. Continue with the question.
Okay. Pertanyaannya, the question?
Why is it important for universities to transform from knowledge producer into solution providers and impact creators in the future?
Oke. Saya ulangi mungkin ya. Why is it important for universities to transform from knowledge producer into solution providers and impact creators in future? Is it right?
Yes.
Okay. Prof. Salama.
Thank you.
Yeah. Alright. Good question. Alhamdulillah. Ya, kita mesti tanya ya, why kita kena, we have to transform kan? Kita elok dah daripada knowledge provider sekarang, knowledge producer, sekarang ini kita nak kena kepada apa nak panggil tu, entrepreneurial dan sebagainya ya. This is to prepare future ready, okay? Future ready education to our students. Kita ni bukan siapa-siapa kalau tanpa student. Okay? Bukan siapa-siapa tanpa student. Dan student kita bear on us, maksudnya rely on us. Rely on us as a university, as a provider of this curriculum, okay, this program, academic program, and we want our students are ready to facing the new world. Their world, their future is not as our future. Kita dah ada
Different, very
pekerjaan.
different.
Okay, we are yes. We are the lecturer. Okay, tapi our students, they want to they are going to go to the new world ataupun the real world, and they are looking for the job. They are looking for the they are looking for to find their future, how to say this, untuk mendapatkan pendapatan, okay, bagi menyara kehidupan mereka. Jadi kita kena sediakan mereka. They are in university for 4 years or 3 years. Okay, so we give them training. So kita pun kena prepare sebaiknya dan sebagusnya untuk mereka, the experience, the knowledge, to ensure they can cope with the new world yang diorang akan hadapi. Itu maksudnya. Is it answer your
Mbak Roma, is that answer your question? Or should I translate into bahasa? Oke. Garis besarnya mungkin pakai bahasa sedikit, mudah-mudahan yang lain juga bisa mempelajarinya, bahwasanya kenapa kita harus berubah, jadi cuman hanya menyampaikan pengetahuan tapi juga menyiapkan atau solution provider and impact creator. Jadi mahasiswa tidak hanya disiapkan untuk keilmuan saja, tapi diharapkan ready atau siap untuk menghadapi masa depan yang lebih menantang. Artinya tantangan ke depan itu jauh lebih luar biasa, mengingat ada banyak sekali hal baru tentunya nanti. Jadi harapannya mahasiswa nanti tidak hanya bisa mempelajari ilmu saja, tapi bisa memecahkan masalah atau bisa nanti ke depannya bisa lebih sukses seperti itu. Mohon izin Prof jika ada kesalahan dalam menerjemahkan. Mudah-mudahan.
Cepat sekali. Penuh semangat kan, saya punya semangat tu.
Mudah-mudahan semua bisa memahami ya, artinya jangan hanya ilmu saja ya Prof ya, tapi juga our ability to solve the problems, mengatasi masalah, dan kedepannya harus tangguh, in bahasa tangguh. Okay, we will proceed to the second question. Please raise your hand. Oh, sorry. Please use the raise hand feature for the second question. Harusnya banyak yang sudah paham ya, untuk position feature-nya itu ada di sebelah kanan, ada di lainnya, bisa diklik, itu ada 3 buttons, diklik, terus kemudian ada feature angkat tangan 5 gitu. Nah, itu bisa diklik. Saya yakin sudah banyak yang bisa sebenarnya ya, mungkin malu-malu, biasanya raise hand pakai real hand. Oh, Sofia Ramadhani. Okay, please mention your name, your institution, and your question.
Should I open
please open your video, Sophia. Would you like to open the video? Is it possible? You look so beautiful.
Oh my God, thank you, Miss. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Sofia Ramadhani, and I'm from
Sofia Ramadhani. Okay.
Yeah. I'm from second semester, and I would like to ask a question for Professor Slama. How can universities balance academic performance with their responsibility to create an economic impact in society?
Wait, can I repeat? How can university balance academic performance with their responsibility to create social and economic
impact in society?
economic impact in society? How can university balance academic performance with their responsibility to create social and economic impact in society?
Boleh saya terus jawab?
Yes, Prof. Salama,
Boleh ya?
can you answer the question?
Very, Alhamdulillah, very good question Sofia, Alhamdulillah. Dia sesemester tu yang saya kata tadi we don't underestimate our students. Okay, don't underestimate our students. Our students are very smart. They are very brave. Okay, berani. Alhamdulillah, tahniah Sofia atas soalannya, berani dia untuk bertanya soalan dan how are we going to we can balance between academic performance dan juga economic impact to the society. Sebenarnya when we focus to the economic impact to the society, itu sebenarnya yang akan meningkatkan our academic performance. Ini di peringkat universiti maksudnya kalau kita buat research sekarang ni pun a lot of research, a lot of activities where university engage with community, bantu ekonomi community, itu yang akan menaikkan universiti tersebut, performance of the university tersebut. Dan bila kita impact all the element with community, bila kita buat program bersama-sama dengan community, itu juga sebenarnya akan meningkatkan lagi performance akademik di university. Alright? Sebab itu saya suggestkan tadi contohnya adalah perkataan pula program service learning di universiti kami. Kita dah ada service learning yang mana student have to go to the community. In fact, ada yang pelajar-pelajar kami yang belajar tentang bagaimana nak buat TikTok ataupun marketing. Marketing menggunakan IT, menggunakan AI tools or whatsoever. Okay. Dan kemudian mereka membantu masyarakat, untuk terutama usahawan-usahawan bagaimana nak buat marketing melalui IT, melalui teknologi, menggunakan teknologi. Jadi pelajar-pelajar kita turun bersama-sama, mestilah guided by murabinya guided by the lecturer, and this is one of the activities yang ada dalam curriculum. Yang ada dalam curriculum. Maksudnya bila student tu turun buat projek ini, bantu masyarakat ataupun usahawan-usahawan untuk sediakan TikTok, marketing website or whatsoever. Jadi itu sebenarnya diberikan markah. Nampak tak bagaimana universiti dalam usaha dia memastikan para pelajar ini deliver sebaiknya kepada community, membantu ekonomi community. In fact, ada juga yang membantu dari sudut mendapatkan halal certification. Itu juga kami ada. Okay? Jadi, perkara-perkara begini di mana universiti sebenarnya bila kita turun ke community, buat program bersama dengan community, membantu ekonomi community, dia akan meningkatkan lagi performance akademik universiti tersebut. Back to the question yang sahabat yang pertama tadi, bagaimana kita nak memastikan bahawa pelajar-pelajar kita ini ataupun macam dalam kesibukan kita ini nak memastikan pelajar-pelajar kita dan juga universiti ini semakin boleh ke depan ataupun kita kena berubah kita kena transform. Inilah dia sebenarnya, okey, sebab dunia zaman sekarang sudah melihat kepada bagaimana university engage dengan community ataupun give back to community. Bukan tunggu pelajar-pelajar kita ini keluar nanti barulah dia kerja, dia serve community. Dia sebenarnya semasa di universiti lagi telah boleh serve kepada community. Dan itu sebenarnya akan menaikkan lagi satu-satu universiti tersebut. Dan for your information, dalam akreditasi antarabangsa AACSB, International Accreditation, salah satu daripada kriterianya ialah dia nak melihat bagaimana university serve atau give back to community. Dia mesti ada societal impact. Sama ada daripada research maupun daripada curriculum yang kita develop lah. Maksudnya kalau kita develop curriculum itu di mana pelajar kena turun padang, jumpa dengan community, bantu ekonomi community, yang itu markahnya lebih tinggi. Okay? Nampak di situ dunia zaman sekarang pun nakkan universiti turun padang bersama-sama dengan community, bantu community, bukan tunggu selepas graduate. Nowadays, no, maksudnya semasa mereka jadi pelajar, sudah kita praktiskan mereka, sudah kita train mereka supaya memberi ataupun melaksanakan program-program yang impactful kepada community. Dan dia memang boleh balance, tak ada masalah. Ya, Sophia. Okay, am I answer your questions?
Sophia?
Okay, thank you, Prof, for your answering.
Okay, thank you very much for the explanation. Actually, we have a very limited time, but in YouTube, there are one last question maybe for this session. Actually, there are a lot of questions, but this is the last session for Professor Dr. Salama. Can I read it, yeah? In Bahasa, and then after that, I can translate into English, yeah. Okay. Di era AI ini, bagaimana kita berstrategi untuk memenangkan lapang atau membuka usaha di masa krisis? Jenis usaha apa yang minim resiko? In this AI era, what strategies should we use to start a low risk business for starter or for beginner, Prof?
Alright. Very good question. Alhamdulillah.
Namanya siapa? Namanya siapa ya kalau yang di YouTube tidak disertakan? Yes, Profesor.
Tidak disertakan namanya. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good question. As I mentioned earlier, betapa anak-anak pelajar-pelajar kita itu ataupun rakan-rakan di luar sana, they tengok ni, mereka pun sudah bersedia untuk keluar nanti, they want to be entrepreneur. Okay, sebab they know this is the situation. Sekarang ini kita susah nak dapat pekerjaan. Kita sendiri yang kena create pekerjaan itu. Dan for your information, saya tak pasti di Indonesia bagaimana ya, tapi saya rasa hampir sama. Online, macam nak kata, masyarakat kita sekarang ini suka shopping online. Okay, ada melalui Lazada, Shopee, TikTok dan sebagainya. Ini adalah satu platform yang sangat bagus. Anak-anak semua harus belajar dalam graduan ini. You can have this kind of apa ni?
Nanti ada kayak jembatan.
Ya, ada.
Taman.
Di sana banyak belimbing gitu.
Dengar suara.
Ya, ringin.
Panitia, mohon ada suara yang masuk selain pemateri. Suaranya Prof. Salama hilang. Suaranya Prof. Salama hilang.
Tak boleh dipercayai dan sebagainya. So, kena cari, okay? Dan kemudian, kalau boleh saya suggest, kalau nak buat yang makanan okey, yang pakaian pun memang sangat perlu, sebab macam ni. Zaman sekarang orang perempuan pun malas nak drive and go for shopping. Dia akan tengok melalui online. Lebih mudah pada mereka dan lebih santai pada mereka untuk mendapatkan barang-barang keperluan mereka. Okay, sebab keadaan zaman sekarang kita masa sangat tight, kita tak sempat nak pergi, nak cari parking, nak ambil Grab dan sebagainya. So, we will go directly menggunakan online lah. Jadi, permudahkan urusan mereka dengan offer barang-barang yang betul, yang baik. Kalau makanan, pastikan yang halal, okay. Kalau pakaian juga, pastikan juga jangan ada halal juga, okay, patuh syariah juga. Terutama dari sudut materialnya. Jangan sampai yang tersilap lah sebab sekarang ni barang banyak daripada negara China. Saya tak salahkan dan sangat bagus. Jadi masalah you boleh jual barang import juga jadi cari workshop ataupun bengkel-bengkel, we call it here macam kursus-kursus berkaitan dengan ini. Kalau anak-anak semua nak venture dalam online trading, dalam online trading ni, okay, seperti Shopee, Lazada dan sebagainya, pergi kursus. Jangan buat kerana kawan buat, okay. You kena pergi betul-betul kursus tersebut. Apa, kita invest sedikit untuk sehari, kita belajar, dapatkan info dan kita buat betul. Kalau nak buat seriously dan betul-betul ikut sistem. Jangan buat cuba-cuba, okay. Dia tak jadi. Itu je pesan saya.
Okay. Thank you very much for the explanation, Prof. Salama. It's very insightful. Jadi online shop itu adalah salah satu yang bisa teman-teman menjadi untuk beginner atau pemula untuk mulai bisnis yang minim kekurangan atau
minim risiko.
Oke. Ya, harapannya nanti bisa
minimum risiko kan. Minimum.
Ya. Oke. Ya, harapannya teman-teman mahasiswa bisa belajar banyak. Tadi kan kata Prof. Salama, belajar bukan karena teman, tapi karena memang kalian ingin, dan banyak sekali hal yang bisa kita lakukan saat ini. Oke, kami ucapkan terima kasih banyak kepada Prof. Salama. Thank you very much for your explanation and very insightful. Okay, and also thank you to all. Okay. Thank you to all participants for active participation. Now, we will continue to the second presentation. It is my pleasure to introduce our second speaker, Dr. Zaki Ahmad. Dr. Zaki Ahmad from University Utara Malaysia. I would like to read the brief profile of Dr. Zaki Ahmad. Dr. Zaki Ahmad is currently serving at University Utara Malaysia with over 7 years of experience in research, innovation, financial economics, and finance. He holds a PhD in finance and banking, and his solar contributions span a broad range of topics, including financial performance, CSR, artificial intelligence, financial inclusion, ESG practices, and the dynamic of economic growth. His research have been published in WOS, Scopus, and other peer-reviewed academic journals. In addition to these research activities, Dr. Ahmad has actively contributed to the academic community by participating in numerous national and international conferences as a speaker and presenter, thereby engaging in an advancing scholarly discourse on a global scale. Good morning, Dr. Zaki Ahmad. I would like to kindly inform you present in the Zoom meeting for our international seminar. Could you please let us know if you have already joined the meeting or if you are experiencing any difficulties accessing the Zoom room?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam. Okay.
I hope everyone is fine.
Okay, Dr. Zaki Ahmad. Okay, should I call you Dr. Ahmad or Dr. Zaki?
Yes, sure. Dr. Ahmad is fine.
Okay. Without further ado, we would like to invite Dr. Zaki Ahmad to deliver the presentation. The time. I beg your pardon. Hello. Dr. Azaki, can you hear my voice? Is there any trouble?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Ini sudah. Okay, the time and virtual floor are yours, Dr. Zaki. Okay.
Thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah alladhi allama bil qalam allama al insana ma lam ya'lam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to everyone.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
First of all, thank you for inviting me for this wonderful international seminar. And I'm thankful for the organizer and the host for the wonderful introduction. Firstly, just yesterday, I came to know about that Prof. Dr. Salama Mahmood is also invited for this.
Very surprising.
I was quite, yeah, it was surprising for me because she is my professor. She is my professor and my mentor. Currently, she is my dean also.
Okay.
And moreover, the number of years she has the experience, that is only my age. So it's quite tough to talk here. It's challenging for me, but am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So it was great listening to Prof all the time. I was thinking that okay, Prof is taking time. It's fine that she should take whole conference. Basically, once she speaks, it's nice to hear. She has a giant mind, mashallah. Allah has given her that ability and the knowledge which she spreads. May Allah keep her always healthy. Okay, let's start. So this is my slide today. If I will be not audible, just please tell me.
I'll tell you if I can hear your voice.
Yeah, because sometimes we do not know when the internet goes and comes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you very much. So the title for today's talk, the title of my talk basically is on the screen, and it is basically focused on impactful universities. Before that, let me tell you what this talk is really about. It is about basically a very simple and also a big question, which is what is a university basically mean? What is a university actually for? Is it just a place basically which gives out degrees, or is it something more? Can a university change a town, or can it lift a family out of the poverty? Can it also build an economy? So for these questions, my answer is yes. And in the next 20 to 30 minutes, inshallah, I will try to wrap up. I want to show you how basically it can. So before we begin, can you show the next slide 2? Yeah. Before we begin, basically, let me show you the roadmap. Where are we going together in the next 20 to 30 minutes? So for me, basically, 5 simple stops are there. First, the shift, how the role of universities basically has changed and is still changing around the globe, around the world. And second, the Indonesian context, of course, because this talk is for Indonesia, okay, and it is not a generic talk. We will look at the MSMEs, the small businesses, and the higher education systems here. And the third stop for me will be for this talk is a framework, a simple way of thinking, 3 pillars and 4 partners, which helps us see clearly what an impactful university basically looks like. And the fourth stop is the evidence. I will show you the global data and a very inspiring Indonesian case study, which is about University Erlangga. And the fifth stop for me will be the roadmap, which will be basically practical steps. What can STIE or any other university actually can do? And this starts basically with the very good quote. The quote on the right, which captures the spirit of basically everything I will say. Universities are no longer just places where knowledge is preserved. They are where economies are made, where knowledge is acquired, knowledge is preserved, knowledge is gained, but they are where economies are made. Okay. So let that sit with you for a moment. Can you go third slide, please? Okay. Here we can see in the slide the shift. The shift is from where? From ivory tower to engine of impact. So let's start with the shift. For a very long time, like 100 years, 120 years, universities were measured themselves by what they kept. How many degrees did we give out? How many papers did our professors publish? How prestigious is our name? Like this, universities were being measured, correct? And these things are not bad also, but they were inward looking. The university looked at itself. Today, the question basically has flipped. Okay, now the world asks universities, what did you give? Not what did you keep, what did you give? This is the question they ask. How many jobs were created because of your graduates? Or how many communities were lifted because of your research? These questions are being asked. Or how many problems did your university solve? Okay, these are the questions which is totally flipped from what were going on and from what now is being asked from the universities. And this is a very big change. And I want to be clear, this is not a soft change, a nice to have, okay? This is the central question of higher education today. So look at the 3 numbers on the screen with me, basically. 2,526, this is the number of universities now competing on social and economic impact in the Times Higher Education Impact Ranking. 2,526 in 2025, in the year 2025. And 6 years ago, previous 6 years, basically, this number was less than 1 jump. The whole world has noticed 6 times jump in just 6 years. 1.9 trillion US dollars. That is the annual revenue basically generated by those companies which were founded by only alone MIT alumni, MIT US. Only by this alumni, the revenue is generated 1.9 trillion US dollar. Only from those companies which were founded by the alumni of this university. Sorry. Then 30,000 companies, if you look all those companies and put them together basically as one country, it would be among the top 10 economies in the world. Okay, that is the power of one good university. Got it? One good university is producing alumni who has founded these much companies, which are generating $1 trillion. Correct, which can be equivalent to many countries' GDP. And on the right, can see also 64 million MSMEs in Indonesia, basically 61% of GDP of Indonesia, 97% of all workers. This is the economy of Indonesia, and every single one of those small businesses can benefit from a university partner. Okay, all those business people, all those founders, all those MSME owners, they can be benefited from the university. So this shift is basically, it is a real, and the opportunity is very, very, very huge. Let's look at Indonesia more closely. Can we go next slide, please? Yes. MSME economy. Okay, so Indonesia, before anything else, is an MSME economy. Micro, small, and medium enterprises. Okay, the warung at the corner, and the tailor in the kampung, in the village, the small workshops, the family restaurants. These are the engine of this country economy. Okay, and please look at the four numbers here. 64 million MSMEs across Indonesia, which is 61% of national GDP, 97% of all workers, meaning almost everyone with a job in this country works for or runs an SME, and 99% of all business units, 99%. Big corporations get the headlines, but they are only 1% of businesses here. Okay, and look at the chart. When you compare Indonesia to other Asian economies, so Indonesia basically is leading. The MSME share of GDP in Indonesia basically is among the highest in the region. Okay, now here is what I want every university leader basically should know, that every single MSME basically within driving distance of your campus is three things at once. It is a potential research subject, then a place where real problems live. It is also a learning lab, a place where your students can practice, not just study. And it is also a stakeholder, a small business waiting, hoping for someone to help them to grow, to enrich, to develop. Okay, they are waiting for you. This is big gap. Okay, let's move to the next slide, please. Fifth slide. Let's see the Indonesia's higher education. Now let us look at the other side of the equation, basically, which is the higher education system. And I call it with very huge respect. It is a sleeping giant. 4004. That is how many, higher education institutions Indonesia has. 4004. 184 public and 3,820 private universities. Okay, and around 8 million enrolled students at any given time, and more than 300,000 lecturers in these universities, 300,000 people, those whose job is basically to teach and to think and to solve the problems. This is the number from Indonesia's higher education. This is not a small system. Basically, this is one of the largest higher education systems which Indonesia has. But I want to ask a harder question. Then how big are we? Or what is our ranking? The harder question is this: are we producing graduates who can build the next 1 million MSMEs for Indonesia? Us, everyone, all the lecturers, all the teachers, us, yourself, that and all the institutions and the universities, are we producing really those graduates who can build the next 1 million MSMEs for Indonesia? Because if we are not, if our 4,000 universities are producing 4 million graduates who all want the same office job in Jakarta, then we have a problem. Okay. The numbers are big, but the impact is small. Yes. So the giant has to wake up. Next, I want to show a framework which is basically called a quadruple helix. Can we go to next slide? Slide 6. Yes, correct. Okay. We have seen the shift. Now we have seen already the shift, what is going on. We have seen the Indonesian context. Now let me give you a simple way to think about all of this, a framework. This is called basically the quadruple helix. Helix means basically it twists together like DNA. Okay. Four strands twisting together. Okay. Making something stronger than any one of them alone. All four will twist together. In the center, you see the university in this framework. The university is basically the catalyst, the thing that brings the others together. Okay. And around the university, there are four partners. Government, they bring policy and funding, regulations, public R&D money, tax incentives. These government brings. Then the industry. Industry basically they bring capital and demand, co-investment, partnerships, then also jobs for your graduates. Okay, and the community basically they bring context and purpose, local needs, MSMEs, and also civil society. And tell us what problems are real and worth solving. Basically, communities, they bring this. They bring the problems to be solved. Then it comes an academia, the university itself. Those, they bring basically the knowledge and the talent. Okay, research, curriculum, and people. So this is the framework. When they all twist together, the growth will come in any country. Even one of those pillars, if shaken, then that means there will be unsustainability. Now, please remember this one line. An impactful university is not one that does more. Okay, it is the one that connects more. Okay, they should connect the industry, should connect the people, should connect the community, should connect the government, should connect those people who are in need in the community to raise their income, to come out from the poverty. Okay, so an impactful university is not that does more, it is the one that connects the more. Okay, a small university, if even a small university that connects well with government, industry, and community will have more impact than a giant university that sits alone. Okay, sometimes we see some of the small universities or some of the small schools, institutions, they put more impact in the economy and in the development of the country. Why? Because they connect with these all four: community, industry, government, university, all they connect with. It is not just to have a big giant university, big structures, and large number of students, but sitting alone, connecting with no other, parties in the society. So that will be not much impactful for the society. So the big university, an impactful university is not one that does more. It is the one that connects more. Okay. Let's move to slide 7, which is basically about the impactful university. Correct. Okay, 3 pillars of an impactful university. Here we see basically with that framework work with in the mind, what does the university basically itself actually need to do? This is a question. With that framework, what we explained now, like quadruple helix framework. So, what does the university itself actually need to do? I believe there are 3 pillars, 3 things: no more, no less. Okay. Pillar 1: innovation, research that creates value. Okay, not research that sits on the shelf. There are so many research papers, research books, or research journals, many things. But every research is not sometimes impactful. Sometimes just it is researched, but no one is there to read it or to implement it in the society or to make policy based on that. So research that creates, that builds venture, research that creates value, not research that sits on a shelf. So research that goes out into the world and changes something. That research basically needs the society. So pillar 2 is entrepreneurship, talent that builds ventures, the companies, the small businesses. Your graduates should not only look for jobs. Some of them should create jobs. If everyone will look for job, then who will be there in the society to give the job? So someone should be there to create the job by building companies, by building the ventures, by creating some platform from where people should get job for their daily life. Okay, to get sustainable. It is not just everyone is graduating and finding just jobs, going from here to there, but there is no one to create the job. That's why we see so much unsustainability in so many countries where they do not have ventures, their graduates do not create the jobs. Then of course this kind of unsustainability will come. People, the young generation, those who are jobless, they will not get the job, of course. And the pillar 3 for this, community empowerment. The university basically serves the people around it. In Indonesia, you have a very basically beautiful tradition for this. We will come for that. These 3 pillars are like the 3 legs of a tool, of a stool. Okay, if you take one away and the whole things fall over. Okay, so these 3 should go together. You need all 3. Let's look at each one with real examples. Let us look all these innovations and the entrepreneurship, then community empowerment, how to build and how to go with that. Let us see in the examples in the coming slide. Can you please take next slide? Yes, where research becomes value. Pillar 1, this is the innovation, about innovation. Okay, so I want to start with a sentence at the top of the slide, which is basically innovation is not a department, it is a posture. Okay, this is innovation. It is not such kind of any department we should exist. It should be a posture. It is a posture. So what does posture mean? Posture means the way you stand, the way the whole body holds itself. That is the posture. Okay. So many universities make the mistake of creating one office, calling it the innovation office, and thinking the job is done. Okay. No. Innovation has to be the posture of the entire university. Every department, every classroom, every lecturer, it is how the university stands in the world. Okay. Four things that impactful universities actually do is one, they have technology transfer offices that run research products, real revenue. Second, they put researchers and industry in the same building, same lab, same coffee machine. Okay. Innovation happens when people who think differently work in the same room, not in another different places. If though two people are thinking differently and working in same room, then of course the discussion will come on many general topics, then idea will generate definitely. So they should work in the same room, not in the different room, different building, same lab, same place. Then innovation happen. Okay. Then the third thing, they teach innovation methods like design thinking and lean startup in every faculty, not only in business schools. Okay. The engineering students need it, the medical students need it, the agricultural students need it. Okay, all for everyone it should be innovation methods. Okay. Four, this is the most important, they measure success by outcome, not just outputs. Okay, how many jobs did this research create? They measure like this, how many problems did it solve, not just how many papers did we publish. Okay, we publish a lot of papers, but does those papers make impact? Does those paper create job? Does those papers really solve the problem? No, not all the time. So they measure the outcomes not just from the outputs. They measure like how many jobs did this research create, how many problems did this solve, how many papers did we publish. Okay. So look at the chart basically. R&D spending as a percentage of GDP for selected countries it is. You will see that Indonesia basically spends a very small percentage on R&D compared to say South Korea or Japan or Singapore. Okay, now this is a constraint. Yes, but and I want you to hear this basically, it is also a national opportunity. Okay, the room to grow is basically very enormous, very huge. The country that closes this gap will surely fastest will own the future. Okay. Next example, let us see in the next slide. Can we go next slide, please? Entrepreneurship. Yes. Okay. So pillar 2, entrepreneurship. And there I have some numbers that honestly the first time I also saw them, I could not believe. You can see that MIT, which is a university in United States, the living alumni of MIT, people those who graduated and are still alive today, have founded 30,200 companies. 30,200 companies. That is a huge number from one single university. And those companies together employ about 4.6 million people. they have created job. Okay, by these 32,000 companies, they have created job like around, you know, 4.6 million people, which is a huge number, and generate about 1.9 trillion US dollar in annual revenue. If you put, basically, if you put those companies together, they would be the ninth or 10th largest economy in the world from the alumni of one single university. Only one university. Then other university can say on the other side of America, that is Stanford University, which basically 39,900 companies they founded, the alumni of those founded from this university, and 5.4 million jobs created by those companies, and 2.7 trillion dollars in annual revenue is generated from those companies. Okay, plus 30,000 non-profit organizations created by the same alumni community. So these two examples of the giant university, how they are making impact in the society, how they are creating the, you know, the jobs for the people, those who are jobless, and how they are contributing to the, you know, economy, to the GDP of the country. If just think, just imagine if such kind of, you know, like 50 to 100 companies, then whole world will be like secured for the jobs and for GDP, for sustainability, everything. Only these two university. And look at the chart. Each bar is basically a graduation decade. You can see the percentage of alumni who have founded a company keeps going up. Newer graduates start companies faster and more often than older graduates. So entrepreneurship is rising, not falling. Okay, now how does a university make this happen? There are four ingredients which you can see on the right. First is curriculum. So entrepreneurship is taught. It is not assumed that students will figure it out. Okay. You actually teach how to start a business. Okay. It is not just okay, assume that, oh, a student will figure out, just give this assignment, that project, and they will figure out to come to build some company or some startup. Okay, it is not that. Have to teach them, then they will come to know how to start a business. Then second, capital. Of course, to start, many people have ideas, but they do not have capital, they do not have money to start. From where should start? Okay, so seed money, prize competition should be there. Alumni who invest in student ventures without capital, so an idea stays an idea. Okay, there should be, if you have idea, so you should have the money also to invest in the idea, to make it happen, to come it in front of the world. Then of course they need mentorship. Founders who succeeded come back to coach the next generation, so they share the scars and the lessons to others. Okay. And the fourth one is permission. This is the cultural one. Permission comes from culture. Okay. And maybe the hardest one. Okay. The culture must say it is okay to try, it is okay to fail. Failure is part of the journey, not the end of it. Okay. Failure is part of the journey, not the end of it. If we punish failure, then we will never have founders. Remember this. If we punish the failure, we will never have founders. Okay. So society should give permission. The culture should give permission to try, to fail, to be failure, because failure is the part of the journey. If someone is not failing, that means is not learning. Okay, is not getting where he or she wants to go and what he or she wants to achieve. So failure have to face. Failure is the part of the journey. If we punish the failure, sometimes in the society, many times basically we punish the failures. Yes, if we punish, then we will never have founders. Okay, so next, let us quickly go to the next slide, please, which is a community empowerment. This is okay. So pillar 3, which is community empowerment, and for Indonesia, this is your superpower, because you have something very few countries have. You have this, which is called Dharma, correct? I'm sorry if I pronounce wrong, because I do not know Bahasa, okay? So forgive me. The 3 duties of higher education, which is teaching, research, and service to society. Okay, so service to society is not extra thing. Basically, it is not an optional thing. Also, it is named, written into the philosophy of Indonesian higher education, basically, which is a core duty equal to teaching and research. Okay, this is the philosophy of Indonesian higher education, correct? In many countries, this idea has to be invented from scratch. But in Indonesia, you already have it. You just need to use it more powerfully. Okay. For high, for high leverage things, universities basically can do here what, KKN, basically students live, learn, and serve in rural communities. This is a beautiful Indonesian tradition. Use it and make it more stronger. And there are also MSME clinics, on campus advisory units, where small businesses basically come and get free expert help from faculty also, and from students also, like a hospital, but for the business. Okay, social ventures, then student-led enterprises basically that solve community problems while making a small profit. Okay, then there are living labs, so treating whole communities as a research and teaching environments with basically with their permission and partnership. Correct. Then now I want to you look at the math at the bottom of the slide, just the math, which is 64 million MSMEs need help. So 4,000 universities, which we discussed, 4,000 universities are ready to help. If you divide one by other, 16,000 to 1, so each university would need to adopt 16,000 MSMEs. That is a big number, but it is not impossible. And if every Indonesian university adopt that many, okay, have basically have adopted many, every single MSME in this country basically would have a university partner. Okay, right now most universities, they adopt almost none, or zero, or a handful, some. Okay, so this is the gap, and the gap is also an opportunity. So once there is the gap, there are a lot of opportunity to do for the universities, and it is the responsibility of the universities also to find out the gaps, and to fill it by doing the research, and by guiding them, and by mentoring them. Okay, next, we can go to the next slide. The Asian rise. So the evidence basically, want to show basically the evidence, is any of this actually working somewhere in the world. So the answer is yes, and the most exciting part is it is working most powerfully in Asia, right here in our region. Okay, so Times Higher Education runs basically something called the impact rankings. It does not measure prestige. It does not measure how many Nobel Prize winners you have. What they measure is how much your university contributes to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Okay, they measure based on this: poverty, education, climate, health, gender equality, and so on. In 2019, fewer than 400 universities took part in this. this. But in 2025, 2,526 universities from 130 countries, they participated in this. It is 6 times the size, up in just 6 years. Okay, Asian universities now hold 22 of the top 50 positions overall. Okay, last year it was 12. Just 1 year, almost it got doubled. Asian universities basically lead in 10 out of the 17 individual, SDG rankings. 10 out of 17. We are not catching up in many areas also. We are leading. This is no longer the future. Basically, this is happening right now, and Indonesia is part of it, as we are about to see. Okay, let's see in the next slide, the case study. Can we go, please? Yes, this is the case study of basically University Erlangga. And here is the story that I think every Indonesian university leader should know. University Erlangga, which is in Surabaya, which last year in October also I visited there in Surabaya, okay, physically. So basically in 2024, in the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings, this university was at position number 81 in the world in 2024. That is already good. Top 100 is excellent, okay. But in 2025, just 1 year later, same university, they jumped into the global top 10. Joined number 9 in the world, okay. From 81 to top 10 in just 1 year. An Indonesian university. And it gets better. On SDG 1, no poverty, they were ranked basically number 1 in the world. Not only in Indonesia, in the world, number 1. Not in Asia, number 1 in the world for fighting poverty. Their most improved score was SDG 11, okay, which is sustainable cities and communities. Now, how did they do this? How they achieved this? It was not a magic, it was a choice. And I want to share 2 of them because they are practical and any university could follow them, could copy them. Okay, the one is they brought in electric bikes and free buses for students and faculty. Okay, if you know, reducing emissions on campus, practical, visible, and daily. Okay, number 2, they opened their campus green spaces and open spaces to the public free of charge. The community can come in, sit, can breathe, can enjoy it, can play. Okay, the university becomes part of the city, like not a fortress inside it. Okay, it's like a part of the city. People like go and enjoy in the city, like they go in the university, they enjoy. And the Times Higher Education called the most sustainable university from an emerging economy. Okay, an Indonesian university leading the developing world on sustainability. So when someone says this kind of impact work is only for rich universities in rich countries, so you can put the example of this university. That is not true. It is for us, it is here and it is now. Okay, it is not just the university if very big in a rich country, it is a rich having so much fund from the government, from the NGOs, then only they can achieve this. No, there are universities, there are examples who has achieved with having minimum capabilities, and what they have with that they have done, and they have shown the world with their numbers, with their results. Okay, can we go to the next slide, please? The impact we want to see, the impact equation. Now I want to give you a very simple way of thinking. Basically, I call it the impact equation. It is just 5 words in a chain: input, activities, outputs, Outcomes and impact. Input, activity, output, outcome, impact. Okay. Let me walk you through what each one means. All of this means. So basically, input are what you put in, which is faculty, funding, students, facilities. They are your raw materials. Okay. And activities are what you do: teaching, research, services you provide, partnerships you do with industry, with the community. Okay, the outputs are what you produce. Produce is papers, research, and they produce, graduates, patents, ventures, the things you can count. That is the output. Okay, and the outcome are what changes because of those outputs: jobs created, MSMEs grown, problems solved, lives improved. Yes or no? And finally, impact. So it is inclusive, sustainable economic development, the big long term change in the country. Okay. Now look at the example at the bottom. It tells a whole story in one sentence. A university hires 10 entrepreneurship faculty, that is the input. Okay. They launch a startup incubator, that is the activity. The incubator produces 40 student ventures, that is the output. Those ventures employ 600 people in the region, that is the outcome. And the region gets more good, more developed, and more prosperous, more jobs, more hope. That is the impact. Okay, 10 people hired, 600 lives changed. That is the multiplier of a well-designed university program. That is what we mean by impact, impactful university. Okay, let's go to see the next slide, which is the about 5 success factors. Okay, as a leader, so if you as a leader want to build this kind of impactful university, what do you need? You need 5 things. I think only 5. One is leadership. Impact has to be the strategic priority of the university, not a side project, not something the marketing team talks about. The rector or the dean, the senior leaders, they must measure themselves on impact. If the leaders do not care, nobody else will care. Believe me, leaders first have to care. Then people will care, then others will care. Second, ecosystem. Treat industry, government, alumni, and community as co-creators, okay, not as audience who come to listen to your speech, as the partners who help you design what the university does. Okay, this ecosystem have to create, co-create. Then number 3, investment. Patent capital, incubators, MSME clinics, applied research. These take years to show results. 3, 5, or 7 years, not 3 months. Okay. If you measure them every quarter, you will kill them. So don't measure every quarter. 4, curriculum. Embed entrepreneurship, community engagement, and applied problem solving across all programs, not just a business program. Engineering, engineering students should also build ventures. Medical students should also serve communities. Agriculture students should also do applied research across all programs, not only for the business program. Okay. The 5th one is comes the measurement. This is the one most universities get wrong. Track outcomes. Okay, jobs, ventures, MSMEs serve, not just outputs like papers and graduates, because what you measure is what you get. If you only measure papers, you will only get papers. Correct. Like many universities nowadays getting, they measure just paper, so they get papers. If they start measuring the MSMEs, If they start measuring the other ventures, they will get ventures. They will get other things also. Okay. If you measure jobs, you will get jobs. So leadership, ecosystem, investment, curriculum, and measurement, these five things, that is the whole recipe of an impactful university and sustainable university. Okay. Leadership, ecosystem, investment, curriculum, measurement. Let us go to see the roadmap, a practical roadmap.
Dr.
Next
Zaki?
slide. Can we go?
Dr. Zaki, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
5 minutes remaining.
Okay, just I'm about to finish. Thank you for
I'm so
reminding
sorry.
me. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay. Yes, practical roadmap. Correct. So phase one, foundation, which will be the year one. Three things there. Adopt, 50 local MSMEs as live cases, not 5,000. Just take, 50. 50 small, real, manageable. Use them in your classes, actual MSMEs, which actual problems that you or your students had to solve. Then phase two, which is year 2 and 3, launch a student venture fund. Even a small seed fund, 20 million, 50 million rupiah. So students with good ideas have somewhere to apply. Then co-design research with regional industry and stop doing research alone. Bring the local industry into the question and begin your submission to the TH impact ranking. Just start the process. The 5 year, the score may be low, that's fine, but you will learn it. Okay. And phase 3, recognition, year 4 and 5. By now, you should have over 100 alumni founded ventures active. You should be in the top 100 in at least one SDG ranking, and you should be recognized as the regional anchor, the university that the region depends on. Okay. Start small, start specific, and start now. Shall we go next slide, please? A closing reflection. What an impactful university should look like. Okay, the working definition I have used throughout this talk. An impactful university is one whose graduates, whose ventures, and whose research can be traced in jobs created, in SMEs lifted, and in problems solved within walking distance of its campus. Okay, if a stranger walks 1 kilometer out of your university gate, can they see the difference your university makes? Can they meet someone who got a job because of you, because of getting graduation from your university, getting out from your university? Can they visit a small business that grew because of you? Can they point also to a problem in the neighborhood that you helped solve? If yes, then you are an impactful university. If no, then there is works to be done. Okay. And the 3 pillars in one line each to take home: innovation, it is a posture, not a department. Entrepreneurship, it is taught, it is funded, it is mentored. Okay. Community, it is the point, not the side effect. It is the point. Okay, next slide. I think that's okay. Thank you very much. This was my presentation. I hope we learned something from it. And thank you to the organizers, the faculty, and especially the students for inviting me, for listening, and for the work you do. Thank you once again.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Zaki Ahmad, for the excellent presentation and valuable insight. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now we will open the question and answer session for our second speaker. Participant who would like to ask questions.
I think most of the questions what were important and what were the areas Prof. Salama already has covered, because it was wonderful what she was doing.
Okay.
But still, I'm here
Okay.
to listen you all.
Yeah. So we will open 3 questions for this session. Is it okay, Dr. Zaki?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Participant would like to...
I would like to discuss. It is just
Okay.
like we are discussing something.
Okay. So there participant who would like to ask question may use raise hand feature. Type a question in chat box. Please introduce yourself before asking. Now we would like to invite the first question. Is there any question for Dr. Zaki? Oh, there is from... Can you mention your name?
Yes.
Okay.
Cek suara saya Pak, bisa didengar?
Yes, we can hear your voice.
Okay. Terima kasih, thank you very much. My name is Awan, and I would like to thank you first for Dr. Zaki because your presentation very exciting for me until I moved from my YouTube channel to this room for discuss and maybe little ask questions. Okay, I was on curriculum site at 10 years ago, and then I'm very agree with your presentation about all of... I understand, very understand, but it is very complicated, because our country from the government are think about another side, not in side of economic or something like pendidikan with that. Okay, and then we have a many complicated. I actually will know about you that how if you know about Indonesia, we have more something like a culture and then more habit, something like that. So how if we don't use one measurement, for example, in economic, okay, maybe Indonesian is more behind in other country about economic, but here is all about a culture, and then many more, but the penduduk or something like that is very huge, like that. And then about the culture in the research is very poor, because we just want to make research just for something like, maybe we don't have about soul or feel in the research, something like you said Tridharma, like that, Tridharma perguruan tinggi, like that. So maybe do you have an idea about to measurement with complexity to make Indonesian with honest? We become a big country with many measure, to not just one measure, like just for economic and or education, something like that. So we can make many measurement about. And I want to ask you again about how many percentage that you have to make a target realism in maybe in your business or your campus, maybe about, for example, to make a student inside for. So we can guide our campus to a reliable target in a percentage. So we don't need to something like membayangkan or berhayal, something like that, or hallucination, something like that. We just need a realism in the target. So with the AI I have a confused to teaching my student because there are a lot of changing, very powerful. But the first, I'm very trapped on the trap in the title of this seminar because impactful. I imagine the positive impactful. You just said that we can receive the negative impactful from university. Okay, maybe thank you, Mr. Zaki. Okay, selamat siang.
Okay, thank you very much, brother Awan. Basically, a long question, but the conclusion is how to measure, correct? How to measure and how to guide the students to do to create the ventures, correct? This is the pinpoint.
Okay,
So
correct. Yes.
yes. So basically, whatever things we do in life, I will come first to the measurement, then we go to the in all our daily life. If we, for example, we as a teacher, as a lecturer, when we uh, we teach, so how we come to know that we are teaching good or someone is being benefited? We measure it, correct? We measure it by conducting the exam, correct? We conduct the exam, that is the basically measurement. Measurement is not only for the student's ability, it is also for the ability for the lecturer and teacher, how they taught, how they lectured, how they deliver the lesson, and based on that students will perform. That is the measurement for both sides, correct? So if we do not do the measurement, then we cannot come to know about the impact, whether we are making a good impact or bad impact, negative or positive impact. So it must be necessary in any work, not only in ventures, in teaching, or in our daily life. Like in a day, in 24 hours, if we do not calculate ourselves what we did throughout the day, then of course we cannot make our next day the impactful day. Can be the negative way, can be sometimes positive also, can be in the negative also. But what should be the measurement criteria and the rubrics? Okay, so there should be for specific jobs, for specific ventures, and for specific markets, for the universities, for the schools, there are KPIs to measure it, correct? If not KPIs, then we have to develop the KPIs for each of those. Like currently, I will give you my example. Like very recently, I have started, just I have jumped in, I will say, started one of the AI assisted company, business automation company, which I am a co-founder, which is under development. So we are working from this for this company from the last like for 6 months, but we were making again and again mistake to develop the product. When we were coming to the the demo, we were getting so many corrections and so many things which we were not expecting. So we made a KPI which was not available even. We made the KPI based on our requirement. Like that, for any business, for any industry, for any institution, they have to make the KPI for the measurement. Okay, and as you are saying, it is complex, it is not society or maybe the government issue, maybe the the individual issue, it is not allowing, it is very complex, like to measure how to do this. But somehow have to bring, someone have to start, something have to do. It is better than doing nothing. Somewhere have to start from small scale, maybe. Okay, for example, someone is, for example, starting a company, so measurement, it should be like, okay, just a credit and debit, how much is coming, how much is going, and how many customers is retaining or customer is gaining for the second time customer, first time customer. It's small measurement should be there, correct? And for other other thing which you asked was measurement and how to guide the students to be okay. For this, I will say, as Prof Salama was saying again and again, don't underestimate our students. Of course we should not underestimate students, because I'm very much like, I'm very young age. My age is just 30. I mingle with the students a lot. Okay, I become with them like a friend, and believe me, they have more good ideas, more good discussion. They have ideas, they have ability. They don't have just the space and the money. And as I was saying, the society is not accepting. Society is not accepting the failure. Okay, the culture is not accepting the failure. Culture is not allowing. Since culture is not allowing the failure, they are not getting the founder. Okay, so if they get support in money, in the capital, it is not like to put huge money, maybe just $1,000, okay, maybe just $500, to start small things. So they will, if you say, if in the first semester, if you keep like something amount, uh, for example $2,000 amount you keep for students, those who will have ideas and want to start a venture, they can come and they can present it, and we will fund it. You see so many students, you will see they will come and present the ideas. And once in one semester, if there are 2, 3, 4, 5 students, they start it, the next semester they will be the example for others to be motivated. And of course others will get motivation, and they, whatever ideas even they will not have, they will generate it, they will discuss with the friend, because the ideas, it comes, I believe the ideas comes with the discussions. That's why in the presentation also I said that those who are working in the research, those who are working in another field, in the labs, they should be in one building and one place. Since in one place, when they will be there will be discussions will come out. Once the discussions will come out, then of course the idea will generate. So like that, students will get motivation to start their venture, to start their company, to create the job for themselves, also for others also, and to contribute to the society. I hope I answered your question.
Okay, thank you very much for the excellent explanation, Dr. Zaki. Mr. Wawan, does it answer your question?
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Okay,
Mr.
let us
Zaki.
continue to the last question because we have a very limited time. Okay, the last question, please use the raise hand feature, and then please introduce yourself before asking your question. Is there any other question? Please raise hand feature. Or maybe you can type the question in the chat box. Oh, there is a Grace Afrelia Busono. Okay. Okay.
Selamat siang.
Oh, selamat siang. Okay.
My name is Grace Aprilia Busono dari semester 6 Setia Cendekia Busono. Maaf Bu, mungkin saya bertanya dengan bahasa Indonesia saja, nggak apa-apa ya Bu?
Oke.
Untuk pertanyaannya, sejauh pengetahuan kami itu UMKM saat ini menjadi primadona bagi anak muda khususnya generasi Z sebagai mata pencarian untuk menambah jumlah cuan. Adakah masukan dari Bapak Zaki bidang usaha apa yang cocok untuk kami sebagai mahasiswa yang berdomisili di daerah dengan karakteristik daya beli konsumen yang rendah?
Okay.
Terima kasih.
Thank you very much. I will help to translate into English. Grace from 6th semester of STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro, doctor. She asked, as far as she know, MSMEs are currently a favorite among young people, especially Generation Z. as a way to earn extra income. So they need an extra income. Okay, so doctor, do you have any input or suggestion what business sector would be suitable for them, which is living in area with low consumer purchasing power? Can you catch my point?
Okay, since yes, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
So, thank you very much for your question, Grace. Grace Avalia, I think. Okay, Grace. So basically, I'm also from those people who wants to start something, and I have tried a lot also. I have tried, I failed, and it's still just as I mentioned. I'm currently I'm starting. Again, where my teams are there to develop the product already, which is working. We are on a tech company, on a AI assisted automation company we want to create. So the thing is, you want me to answer you a suitable area. So we are living in an AI world. Okay, AI, most of the time we think it is just using the chat GPT. It is the AI. Okay, this is not the AI. AI is far beyond than this. Okay, AI is just answering your queries or giving you the contents. That's it. Okay, based on these AIs, I will tell you another AI softwares which you should go, and you can create your own business by sitting in your one room and assisting others. Okay, and keeping it online. No need office also. No need also. You do not need the office. You do not need any kind of other labor also. Okay, to do your work. Just AI will do. For example, nowadays, this graphic design earlier it was a job, but now this AI can do with you know far better than the what graphic designer was doing. Okay, what you can do is you can create one platform. Just one example I'm giving, one just simple website you create, and there you can give, because after what AI gives a graphic, that also human interaction should be there to check the content. So you need that. So you can build one small company like giving services for graphic designer, and just you can market it. You can do promotion on online promotion on TikTok, on Facebook, everywhere. So of course the people, those who if still know to use the AI, but they do not have time, the companies, they do not have time to do this, they go to graphic designer to create this. Okay, so for doing just one small thing, you can create a channel from where you get the clients. Those clients will give you the work. You can do by AI, just you check the contents and you deliver. Okay, this is one thing. Second thing, AI assisted replies, AI assisted emails, AI assisted agent. Now, like what I'm developing is basically, it is already prototype is going to be done maybe in 2-3 weeks. So it is agentic, like for example, you go a clinic, there you meet a receptionist. Yes, there are 2-3 receptionists, and they do job between 9 to 5 or sometimes 10 to 6. They cannot give full hour, correct, 24 hours. And these people, they pay money also to the receptionist. So on the calculation, what I was going to do the research, like normally they pay like if two receptionists, they pay like 5,000 to 6,000 ringgits. Okay, if this AI agent comes in the middle, and this AI agent basically will answer all the queries what the help desk was doing, then that means they are serving better than the receptionist, and they can serve 24 hours. This is just they are doing as an agent job. Okay, this is also kind of job. Okay, and same thing you can apply in finance department, in accounting department, in so many departments, in institutions, in like coaching centers. There are lots of education coaching centers in our countries, even in Indonesia. Like they do not have like receptionist or some kind or someone who can answer all the queries 24 hours. No, they do not have. They have receptionists. They are only available between office hours. Other than office hour, if some customer want to come, they want the service, but you are not available, then of course they will go somewhere else where someone is available to serve. Okay, in that case you are losing your customer. Once you are losing your customer, you are losing your profit, you are losing your money. So this all they will cover, correct? This AI agent will cover. So you can think like so many AI things. And I must say, this is the world. 21st century is the world for technology. Okay, you should this is the safest. And if you want to invest, you can venture, you build in technology, that will be more good. Like even I will say one example from where I got this idea. Basically, one barber, one salon shop, you go to salon shop, correct? You directly walk in, there are so many crowd, you have to wait there, correct? You have to wait there and you have to spend your time, you lose your time, correct? So if you bring something like they keep in their system, okay, as an AI assistant, they get your service, and it's only with minimal charges like $50, $70 monthly, minimal charges than the receptionist. Okay, if they keep that, these AI assisted, through this they can retain the customer can book and they can come on time. If you go to beauty parlor, what you see there, lot of crowd, you have to wait because you don't have booking, you did not come on time, you came at a time when there are a lot of customers, so you have to wait. So to remove all these hurdles, you can bring some system, you put it, then say to the barber, you take my this this product. If you put in your system, you can get your customer. In your shop there also will be no crowd, and you can have the booking also, pre-booking also. You can have like once beauty parlor they open, only you can visit, but they can have 1 week, 1 month booking also they can have through this system. So they will earn also money. Of course you will earn also money, correct? These are the small tips. Like I'm sharing what I'm doing the business already, so can jump in. And it is the new things like agentic model. Okay, if you want to more detail to know on these things, you are most welcome to email me, to call me, time to discuss. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, let us translate into bahasa. Oke, jadi untuk Grace tadi ada solusi nih dari Dr. Zaki. Yang pertama itu bisa kayak buka jasa online, kayak graphic design. Jadi kita nggak harus pinter graphic design, tapi kita minta tolong AI untuk graphic design, bikin graphic design misalkan flyer, poster atau seperti itu. Untuk orang-orang yang nggak punya waktu, misalkan nih Bu Nurul kan sibuk banget nih, Bu Dr. Nurul ini lagi sibuk, tapi beliau punya usaha, beliau mau bikin flyer, mau bikin promo dan lain sebagainya. Beliau nggak punya waktu. Nah, Grace ini buka jasa sebagai penerjemah apa yang ingin Bu Nurul buat. Nah, nanti Grace nggak harus punya kepandaian untuk kayak graphic design gitu, nggak harus. Jadi kerjasama dengan AI. Jadi istilahnya Grace itu memudahkan pekerjaan orang-orang yang sibuk. Itu yang pertama. Yang kedua, jadi AI agent. Jadi sekarang apa-apa kan serba pakai sistem. Sementara kalau di kota kecil belum semuanya tersistem. Contoh misalkan antri di klinik gitu ya. Tidak semua klinik itu punya antrian online. Ya, kadang
Astagfirullah, jadi kan malah ngajak yoga.
Halo?
Iya tuh Mas. Serius tuh Mas.
Halo?
Asrudi. Serius nih.
Please help me to unmute. another speaker. Oke, jadi yang kedua itu AI agent, Grace. Jadi Grace itu nanti sifatnya bisa buat apa ya, jasa online gitu. Misalkan ada klinik-klinik yang belum ada jasa antrian, dibuatkan. Jadi artinya terkadang kalau kita sakit itu kan kita nggak nunggu 24 jam, maksudnya nunggu pagi ya artinya. Kadang malam kita sakit. Nah, kita bisa ke klinik itu tuh pakai apa namanya pendaftaran secara online bisa 24 jam. Nah, itu memudahkan supaya customer juga happy dan merasa tercover dan sangat terbantu. Ya, Grace, mendengarkan kah? Masih mendengarkan?
Masih, Bu, thank you.
Okay, you are very welcome. Okay. Dr. Zaki, because we have a very limited time, I would like to say thank you very much for the very excellent presentation and valuable insight. Terima kasih banyak, Dr. Zaki.
Thank you very much. You are most welcome, and thank you for inviting me for this wonderful audience.
Okay, hopefully you can come to Bojonegoro.
Yes, sure, inshallah.
Okay.
Once I'm invited, I'll come. I very frequently I go in Indonesia. Last time I was there in October. Then after that, I was there in this February also. I was there.
Okay, so we have to meet up one day. Okay, thank you very much for the
Sure, inshallah.
excellent explanation. Okay, thank you to all participants for the enthusiasm and active discussion. Dear participant, kindly remember to fill the attendance form through the link provided in the chat box. Thank you for your cooperation. Mengingatkan kepada seluruh peserta untuk jangan lupa mengisi daftar hadir yang ada di link yang ada di chat box. Sudahkah di-share oleh panitia? Untuk daftar hadir, silahkan bisa dicek di chat box untuk diisi. Jangan lupa, karena ini penting sekali untuk kepentingan nanti mendapatkan sertifikat. Okay. Before we end this session, let me conclude both of the presentation. First is university as a catalyst for sustainable economic development, innovation-driven economic, entrepreneurship ecosystem, community-based economic development. Perguruan tinggi sebagai katalis pembangunan ekonomi berkelanjutan, ekonomi berbasis inovasi, ekosistem kewirausahaan, dan pembangunan ekonomi berbasis komunitas. University must move from knowledge producer to solution provider and impact creators. Perguruan tinggi harus beralih dari penghasil pengetahuan atau pencetak pengetahuan menjadi penyedia solusi dan pencipta lapangan pekerjaan. An impactful university is not measured merely by ranking and publication only, but by how far its knowledge transform lives, empower community, and contributes to sustainable economic prosperity. Perguruan tinggi yang berpengaruh tidak hanya diukur dari peringkat dan publikasi, namun juga sejauh mana ilmu pengetahuan mengubah kehidupan, memberdayakan masyarakat, dan berkontribusi terhadap kesejahteraan ekonomi yang berkelanjutan. University are no longer just place where knowledge is preserved, they are where economics are made. Perguruan tinggi bukan hanya sekedar tempat di mana pengetahuan itu dilahirkan dan diciptakan, namun juga tempat terciptanya perekonomian atau tumbuhnya lapangan pekerjaan. Three pillars of an impactful university: first is innovation, second is entrepreneurship, and the last is community empowerment. Tiga pilar perguruan tinggi yang dinyatakan berdampak adalah yang pertama mempunyai inovasi, bergerak dalam kewirausahaan, dan pemberdayaan masyarakat. Start small, start specific, and start now. Mulailah dari hal yang kecil, mulailah secara spesifik, dan mulailah sekarang. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of the discussion session. On behalf of the moderator, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to all speakers for their outstanding presentation and valuable knowledge shared today. We also thank all participants for joining and actively participating in this international seminar. Kami ucapkan terima kasih kepada seluruh pemateri dan juga peserta yang telah hadir, lebih dari 200 peserta yang sudah bergabung dalam Zoom kali ini. Terima kasih dari saya. And hopefully today's seminar will bring meaningful insight and strengthen international academic collaboration. Finally, I would like to return the program to the Master of Ceremony. Akhirnya saya kembalikan kepada Mbak Ila sebagai pembawa acara. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to our moderator Ibu Nina and all distinguished speakers for the excellent presentation and engaging discussions. We would also like to express our sincere appreciation to Professor Dr. Salamah Mamur and Dr. Zaki Ahmad from University Utara Malaysia for sharing their valuable knowledge and experiences with all participants today. Ladies and gentlemen, now we arrive at exciting session that everyone has been waiting for, the door prize session. Sampailah kita di sesi pembagian hadiah bagi peserta yang sudah bertanya hari ini. Jadi bagi peserta yang sudah bertanya, silahkan mengajukan atau mengisi nama di kolom komentar beserta e-walletnya, atau bisa langsung menghubungi panitia di nomor yang tertera di Zoom meeting. Oke, hadiah akan dikirimkan secara pribadi. Congratulations to all winners. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived at the end of today's international seminar. On behalf of the Committee of International Seminar 2026, we would like to express our deepest gratitude to all honorable speakers, moderator, invited guests, participants, sponsor, and committee members for your participation and support. We sincerely apologize for any mistakes or shortcomings during the seminar. We hope today's seminar provides useful knowledge and inspire future international collaboration. Thank you very much for your participation. Stay healthy and see you at our next event. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sebelum meninggalkan Zoom, dengan senang hati kami mengajak seluruh hadirin untuk sesi foto bersama. Dimohon untuk menyalakan kameranya. Before leaving the Zoom meeting, we would like to invite all speakers, moderator, committee members, and participants for a virtual documentation and photo session. Okay, kindly turn on your cameras and give your best smile for our online group photo.
Di open semuanya kameranya.
Okay, slide one.
Tunjukkan wajah yang
Can
paling
you open
manis.
your camera, please?
Oke, tunggu dulu.
Oke,
ayo tunjukkan wajah yang paling cantik.
1, 2, 3. Next
Senyumnya
slide.
mana?
Slide 2. Okay. There is no one. Open the camera. This slide. Okay. Next slide. Untuk link daftar hadir jangan lupa diisi di kolom komentar ya. Next slide.
Tunjukkan wajahnya, dibuka biar kelihatan cantik.
Okay, next slide. Is there any slide? Oh, slide-nya banyak teman-teman. Silakan di-open kameranya. Next slide. Oh yeah, this is the last slide. Okay. To all participants, thank you so much for your attention. It was a wonderful having all of you here today. So, see you at next international event. Thank you.
Selamat datang di Sekolah Tinggi Ilmu Ekonomi Cendekia Bojonegoro. Tempat di mana bakat bisnis dan semangat berwirausaha bersatu. Apakah kamu ingin menjadi lulusan yang sukses di dunia bisnis? Apakah kamu ingin memiliki keterampilan yang dibutuhkan untuk menghadapi tantangan ekonomi masa depan? Jika iya, maka Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro adalah pilihan tepat. Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro merupakan perguruan tinggi swasta yang didirikan oleh Yayasan Al-Khairiyah Padangan Bojonegoro pada tanggal 30 Mei 1997. Berlokasi strategis di tengah kota, tepatnya di Jalan Cendekia nomor 22 Ngampel, Kecamatan Kapas, Kabupaten Bojonegoro, membuat Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro mudah dijangkau. Di era bisnis modern saat ini, kita dituntut memiliki keahlian bisnis yang kuat dan semangat berwirausaha yang tak tergoyahkan. Oleh karena itu, Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro telah merancang program pendidikan yang inovatif dan holistik untuk memastikan bahwa setiap mahasiswa siap untuk tantangan dunia nyata. Bergabunglah bersama kami dan kamu akan belajar bersama dosen yang berpengalaman, tidak hanya memiliki latar belakang akademis yang kuat, tetapi juga berpengalaman dalam dunia bisnis dan usaha. Mereka akan membimbingmu melalui perjalanan pendidikan yang menarik, memberikanmu pengetahuan dan wawasan terbaru tentang strategi bisnis, keuangan, pemasaran, manajemen, dan masih banyak lagi. Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro memberikan kesempatan kepada mahasiswa untuk mengasah keterampilan berwirausaha melalui pusat inkubasi bisnis. Kamu akan mendapatkan akses ke fasilitas dan sumber daya yang mendukung pengembangan ide-ide bisnismu. Kami membangun lingkungan yang mendukung inovasi dan kreativitas sehingga kamu dapat mengembangkan potensimu dan menguji ide bisnismu sendiri. Terdapat 2 program studi di Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro yang menjadi jawaban tantangan industri masa kini. S1 Akuntansi dan S1 Manajemen dengan akreditasi jurusan B dari Bank PT. Untuk menunjang proses belajar mengajar, Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro dilengkapi dengan fasilitas yang lengkap, di antaranya ruang kelas yang nyaman sebagai penunjang bagi mahasiswa dalam mengikuti perkuliahan. Laboratorium komputer yang menunjang mahasiswa di era digital sebagai bagian dari perkembangan dunia bisnis yang modern. Perpustakaan sebagai tempat referensi bagi mahasiswa untuk mengakses segala informasi agar menjadi mahasiswa yang memiliki segudang ilmu. Serta lingkungan kampus yang nyaman sebagai interaksi sosial dengan sesama sivitas akademika. Untuk mewadahi mahasiswa dalam berorganisasi dan mengembangkan potensi diri, Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro memiliki berbagai organisasi, antara lain Badan Eksekutif Mahasiswa. Kamu juga bebas mengembangkan potensi soft skill dengan berbagai organisasi mahasiswa dan UKM seperti Himpunan Mahasiswa Jurusan Akuntansi, Himpunan Mahasiswa Jurusan Manajemen, UKM Gerakan Mahasiswa Pecinta Alam, UKM Lembaga Dakwah Mahasiswa Cendekia, UKM Resimen Mahasiswa atau Menwa, UKM Keolahragaan, UKM Kewirausahaan, UKM Gabungan Mahasiswa Ilmiah atau GIMEL, UKM Cendekia Media atau C-Media, UKM Musik for Setia atau MUFORS.
Saya memilih Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro karena di sini saya sangat disupport dalam dunia modeling dan saya didukung dalam mengikuti kompetisi tingkat regional maupun nasional. Dan saya mendapatkan beasiswa atas prestasi yang saya dapat.
Saya memilih Setia Cendekia Bojonegoro karena saya ingin meningkatkan kemampuan diri saya, terutama dalam bidang bisnis dan wirausaha. Banyak sekali ilmu yang bisa dipelajari di sini dengan didukung adanya UKM kewirausahaan dan juga sering diadakannya pelatihan seputar bisnis dan wirausaha sehingga wawasan saya menjadi lebih luas.
Saya Iwan Sofrodentofeto, mahasiswa asal NTT. Selama kuliah di Cendekia, saya mendapatkan pengalaman belajar yang menyenangkan dengan metode pembelajaran interaktif dan memanfaatkan teknologi yang update.
Menjadi perguruan tinggi yang handal dalam menghasilkan lulusan yang profesional, berintegritas bagi kepentingan bangsa dan negara, banyak lulusan STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro yang telah berhasil mencetak kesuksesan dalam berbagai bidang bisnis, dan kami bangga menjadi bagian dari perjalanan mereka. Jika kamu bermimpi menjadi pengusaha sukses, STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro adalah tempat yang tepat untuk memulai perjalananmu.
Saya bangga menjadi alumni dari STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro karena ketika saya belajar di STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro pada saat itu telah memberikan pengalaman tersendiri pada saya sehingga kami bisa bekerja sesuai dengan teori yang telah diberikan pada kami, sehingga di sini kami bekerja melalui teori dan praktek yang nyata pada saat ini. Dan STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro saat ini banyak memiliki fasilitas yang menunjang untuk proses belajar mengajar yang lebih baik. Oleh karena itu, saya tidak ragu dan saya yakin bahwa STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro akan semakin maju dan sukses. STIE Bojonegoro berani maju, semakin cerdas.
Perkenalkan, nama saya Aminzen. Saya alumni STIE tahun angkatan 2015. Kesan saya selama di kuliah di STIE Cendekia, banyak ilmu yang saya dapatkan terkait masalah manajemen keuangan sangat berpengaruh pada bidang usaha saya saat ini, terutama di bidang jual beli. Kemudian manajemen waktu, manajemen promosi juga, manajemen karyawan, dan lain-lain. Banyak sekali ilmu yang saya dapatkan, yang dapat saya implementasikan di kehidupan saya pasca sarjana. Nah, banyak sekali, termasuk motivasi dari para dosen-dosen.
Saya Iin Rahayu, alumni STIE Cendekia tahun 2005. Saat ini bekerja di Rumah Sakit Aisyah Bojonegoro sebagai Wakil Direktur Administrasi dan Keuangan. Pengalaman saya di STIE Cendekia ini sangat luar biasa karena merupakan langkah awal perjalanan yang luar biasa. Selain mendapatkan ilmu, khususnya waktu itu saya di jurusan akuntansi yang saat ini sangat memberikan manfaat di pekerjaan saya, juga mendapatkan teman, mentor, dan pembimbing yang luar biasa. STIE Cendekia berani maju, semakin cerdas.
Nama saya Laili Rizka Rosida, alumni tahun 2016. Profesi saya saat ini yaitu salah satu karyawan BUMN di Bank BNI Bojonegoro. Selama kuliah, materi perkuliahan yang saya dapatkan sangat relevan seperti manajemen resiko, manajemen pemasaran, manajemen keuangan, dan masih banyak yang lainnya. Harapan kami, semoga STIE semakin terdepan dan unggul pada bidang ekonomi, khususnya manajemen dan akuntansi. STIE berani maju, semakin cerdas.
STIE Cendekia terus berkomitmen untuk menyediakan pendidikan tinggi yang berkualitas di bidang akuntansi dan manajemen. Kami selalu berupaya mencetak lulusan yang kompeten, berintegritas, dan siap bersaing di era global. Kami mengundang Anda untuk bergabung dengan keluarga besar STIE Cendekia. Mari bersama-sama membangun masa depan yang lebih baik. STIE berani maju, semakin cerdas.
Tunggu apa lagi? Bergabunglah dengan STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro sekarang juga dan wujudkan impian bisnismu. Untuk informasi lebih lanjut, kunjungi situs web kami di www.stiekia.ac.id atau hubungi kami melalui 085 89 000 7389. Bisa juga DM ke Instagram kami @stiekia. STIE Cendekia Bojonegoro, berani maju, semakin cerdas.